Welcome to Dice Dice Revolution, our 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons stream. Today I'm joined by these lovely fellas, and I believe one of them, not Stuart, has to give it towards that video game recommendation.
Correct, and that person is Jordan! Me!
Excellent.
Yippee!
Well, we have that to look forward to when we wrap up.
You sound so disappointed.
Me?
Yeah.
Jordan's recommendations always suck.
It's gonna be
They're always some
fucking
gotcha
Me? Disappointing? No. Dude, yeah. Without further ado, let's do a quick recap. Last session, the party continued their combat with the newly spawned elemental beings. At least some of the party dealt with that, while the remainder of the party sort of sought to correct the trajectory of the ark, making sure that it didn't sort of dive nose first into the ocean, and largely as Alagala, Nathaliel, and Wormtongue were able to right the trajectory of the ship, the overdraw on the engine power nullified what remained of the elementals above. Sort of a victory on both fronts. Jacques came across a embossed sigil which jogged something in his memory, and Wormtongue and Nathaliel had a particularly intimate moment where they discussed their future endeavors and...
Still don't know if you want to kill me or something else.
Yep. That sounds good. Let's do it.
Go for the kiss, see what happens.
Yeah.
The party, through their various means, wrapped up their sort of investigation and defense of the primary flight deck of the Ark and exited, returning home with a captive in tow, discussing their various forms of interrogation and means of eliciting information from their captive, who was a lot more resilient than the average person, so to say. The session culminated with a little bit of discussion on information they had managed to pry loose, and information that some of the party members already had regarding some prophecies. And we had finished the session on, I believe, either Yvelda or Davio going to check on the prisoner.
Me, yeah.
And
Were you Davio at the time?
I was Davio at the time.
and the bathroom.
Because I went to go identify what's going on. I was actually doing real investigation.
And the bathroom was notably vacant of their captive. We pick up with Wormtongue as you've ducked out into the streets with your bag of holding.
Currently looks like a... Normally it looks like a... Depending on which form you change, I think at this point, but for the most part he's disguised it as like a... either a toolbox or, like in this case, a duffel bag. I'd be walking. I'm going to try and go down to the lower levels to find somewhere nice and fluffy. Keeping in mind that at this point I do not have an armband.
You find one. You find like a lower segment of the city easy enough. No investigation required. It's a nice and flooded subsection where they haven't finished the outer hull plating to keep out the water.
Yeah, as I get down there, I'll just... Wormtongue sort of sighs and he rolls up his coat in bits. Dumps the bag on like the one bit of... Like he probably finds some debris or the one bit of dry land. Zips it up, opens it up. And I'll reach in and try and grab my dear captive friend.
As you try to do so, you don't find anything.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Looks in.
Can you make me a Constitution saving throw? Is it a Constitution saving throw? What's stunning strike?
It's con. Oh, it's con with new monkeys for sure. I haven't got those up on this phone though. That's the only thing I don't have. Oh! What the fuck?
Sometimes gonna get killed by the bag.
I got a total of a 9.
You feel starting at like the point where your shoulder meets the rest of your body. You feel your body slowly lock up.
Yeah, I just imagine like the jab comes up under his arm as he's searching into it, and
you feel this sharp pain as your body begins to lock up as you notice the clearly coming into view now. Clearly, this mutilated hand that's now just begun to. I think someone did magically assess.
Finger shout. Finger count. Anyone? How many left?
3-point strike.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Drives it into the weak part of your the weak part of your shoulder.
Yeah. Worm tongue just topples backwards.
As you do so, and his other arm reaches out and sort of grabs onto the the front of your collar, and he sort of uses that to ride himself and pull himself out of the bags, also stopping you from toppling into the water.
Yeah.
As he holds your paralyzed body.
Not paralyzed, just
severely
stunned. Crippled.
Yeah, and sort of steps out, riding himself. Make a contested. With stunned, what's the?
I think I have disadvantage on. No, I have disadvantage on attack rolls. Stunned. And ability checks.
Automatically fail strength and okay, cool. He sort of pulls himself out of the bag, grabbing you by the scruff of your collar, and then slowly starts depositing you back into the bag. As he does so, his face recedes into the darkness as the veil of the magical veil of the bag holding takes over. He just sort of calls out to you. Consider this a professional courtesy, and he just drops you in the bag.
Yeah, I presume it's like a weird sensation where you think you're stepping back into the folds of the bag, and then all of a sudden you just fall in. This thing has a lot of space in it. Can I try and react and now get out of the bag after riding myself?
Yeah. You can.
Yeah, you see, he one time backs down, stunned, and it's like kicked in the chest. Stands back up and lurches back up for the thing at the ceiling. I can't do it with both hands, but I could in character. Starts clawing my way back out.
I'll make a perception check if you would.
That's a 11? No, it's more than that, it's 14.
Nowhere to be seen.
Fuck! Does the water look like it's been disturbed?
No.
Fuck! Pulls out his gun and I'm just gonna go hunt around with my gun. Staying away from any of the water if doesn't look like it's been moving around. Fuck! And then I guess that's all I can do. If I can't find him, that's that.
Turning to the rest of the people that are still at the house.
I tap Arlo in the shoulder.
Oh, hello. What can I do for you today, Nathalie?
I don't think it would have made a difference this time, but next time you try this, cut one knuckle at a time instead of a finger. You'll have more to work with.
Have you done this before?
No, and luckily I haven't received it either, but I've seen a lot of it.
He's gone! I just step out of the bathroom.
What?
What?
I suppose Versimo probably took him with him, but either that or he escaped. Regardless, that the hostage is not in there anymore.
Why would you take him? He says.
I do not know.
He already has a big old bowl of food.
Probably into some alleyway. Maybe toss him tied to a brick into the river.
Say less. Let's go find him.
He has not learned his lesson from last time.
Well, if Person wants to come find us. They know where we live, so.
Honestly, there's no great loss. It's not like they learnt anything from the experience. They already knew everything, didn't they?
As long as he kills it, at least we should be fine.
Kills it.
Well,
I think it's just when you're calling him an it.
kills him.
Oh, my bad. You want some of this?
No, thank you. I've had one already.
This goes crazy, by the way. You want some of this, Davio?
No, I do not. I can't even see what that is.
Cringe, it's brown rice, cucumber, avocado, and carrot.
Cringe.
That are mixed together for my sashimi.
Oh, Davio. What with all the excitement with the prisoner being here and all that, I almost forgot what we were up to yesterday. I pull one of my spare forearms out. The spell you learned. False life.
I did not learn false life.
Did you not? I think you did. I think they did.
I don't think so.
I think you did.
I think someone might have.
We got a thing that could add false light to our repertoire.
Yes, you have the capability to learn false life. I don't think anyone has.
Is it like only one-time use, or
No, it'll just add it to your spell list.
Can wizards learn it?
Yes.
it's pretty much anyone who can?
Well, I mean, if someone was to give me the
I thought you were there. Yeah, hang on.
Because Jaku was there.
yeah, I don't think I was there. I think we might have talked about it beforehand, but nobody has given me anything.
It's possible, yes.
Well, if you
Well, in
want to
that
give it
case,
to me,
I have
two things.
a forearm
You have double
and a
rolls.
scrap of paper.
Very well.
So, I found the bits and pieces that you need. I can't learn this magic. It's just not something I can do. Something about not bringing people back from the dead or whatever. I'm not sure.
I
Something,
see.
potential transmutation.
All right. And how many of these do you have?
6.
I have 7 listed on the bag of holding.
Do you? I have 7.
So you left somebody with one arm.
They were dead.
No, we took
No,
one
I-
from each person.
Oh, I see.
We have 7 people.
So are they all left arms? What are
I
they?
think there was a bit of a mix. I was in a bit of a hurry.
I see. Well, if you were in a hurry, why did you not take 2 off of each person and get an even 6 or 8?
No, that's what I mean.
Well, you can throw one out if it bothers you that much.
No, I just think it is strange leaving 3 dead bodies with no arms, or 7 dead bodies with 1 arm, and
I don't
one
follow.
dead body with 1 arm.
I don't follow.
What's
wrong with that?
If we are desecrating bodies, let us at least be consistent about it, I think.
Consistency is the issue.
But what was it our consistent?
I'll keep
Well,
your
these are all left, some are right.
In all fairness, if I'd cut 7 arms off of the bodies available, some of them would have all their arms, which was also not consistent.
Sounds like you don't like a party mix.
Truth be told, I didn't think we needed 14 forearms.
It's not. It's
That being said, 7's a bit too many.
Well, I will get
2 left feet before.
I will get to work on it. The spell, I think, should only take me 10 minutes or so.
But yes,
What level is false life?
First.
It's first level? Oh, so it'll take me 2 minutes, I think. Yeah, 2 minutes.
You're a genius.
I actually am certifiably a genius.
Yeah, the only issue with false life is that it will only give a false positive for about an hour.
Understood. Unless I work my magic on it.
By casting it a second time at the end of the first hour.
So I take the spell and I just sort of roll it out in front of me. And as I do, I sort of lay over the top one of the pieces of paper from my spell book as well. And you see, pretty quickly, the ink from the scroll on the bottom just seeps upwards in this very uncanny, almost like the ink on the scroll was suddenly wet, and you've just been imprinted down. But it doesn't come through backwards. It comes through perfectly to the piece of paper on top of it. and as it does, the runes on it start to glow, and it starts to change into different script. And the page also just
feel my
starts to look
bag?
like the new page that I put on top suddenly starts to look like weathered, to match sort of the rest of my book that
so
has
you're
been
gonna
quite
pour
weathered as well. And then that page sort of floats into the air and then attaches itself into my book. And as I do, I'm sort of like adjusting it on the fly, like taking bits that I don't like out of it. There's like equations in the air that I'm taking like bits of the equations out, and I'm like simplifying the spell as it's going onto the page.
I love the idea of like the
Rearranging it.
genius just being like, I don't need this. This is all
Yeah,
worthless.
yeah.
This is like a signature.
Waste of time.
Just
waste
give
of
me
time.
what it does.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's a lot of bloat. It's like you know a bad coder is gonna like take 10 lines to do what a good coder could do in like 2 lines. Like that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm just like no, get rid of this, get rid of this.
Stuart took massive issue with your coding analogy.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I just place it onto the page. Okay, that's
Mario
just
complete
done.
ones.
I'm a physicist. I'm a bad coder by default.
So true.
Now you have to give me real life time to come up with Davio and this of it,
That's
and we
quite
don't
a-
need it now, so it's fine.
No.
W's dead denial.
I've just put you in possession of
Yeah.
the thing we found and all of the forearms, and I'm just gonna let that fester.
How about Davio's dead denial?
Yeah, I don't. I need to come up with it on my own. It's like you can't send scripts into studios or whatever; they'll immediately throw it away because they don't want to like risk getting sued if they use your idea or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you send scripts to people? We just don't.
You just don't really. It kind of sucks. You just need connections, basically.
I think I'd like to go and get tremendously drunk in character. Tremendously drunk in character.
As opposed to out of character where you're already tremendously drunk.
What? Yes.
Now, who wants to look for a vessel with me, I guess? I believe the cat is probably the best at this kind of reconnaissance.
His name's Jacques. You should start referring to him as
I
Jacques and
believe
not the
Jacques-
cat.
I believe Jacques the cat is best at this kind of reconnaissance.
Not always a cat, but yes.
I believe Jacques the child is this kind of reconnaissance.
I believe the S is silent. Jacques.
That being said, I'm not sure if Jacques and Vesemir get along well enough for Jacques to be bothered going to find him.
That is true.
We can bring the second cat in. A 2. Give me a baby. And out.
Second cat is the one tongue.
Kind of like trotting, going. Bring, bring. Comes a 2.
You answer the phone. A 2. 2. Where are you?
What's
Bling, bling.
2 walks up to you.
Hey, what's up, baby?
You want to come on an adventure with me? Do you like my friend Vesimo very much? Would you like to help find Vesimo?
Maybe his hate is probably gonna help find him. If we can channel his hate.
I'll give you permission to bite him and scratch him and bunny kick him.
That's the spirit.
You can give him big old, you get to do big old bunny kicks on him if you help me find him.
2 just books it out the door.
Well, I try to follow her too,
So the 2 of you are going?
I guess.
Okay. Okay. In about 10-15 minutes of like sort of dashing around haphazardly, does a dirty 20 hit you one time?
Hit me or find me with stuff?
Hit you.
I think it even beats, right? Even meets.
Meets
yeah.
a bit.
You take 1 point of damage. As a tiny cat bites at your ankles.
Where?
He's absolutely too drunk to feel it.
Yeah, like you
So
see the
he-
cat just
you-
run into a bar.
It is like the cheapest, shittiest hole that just all it advertises like on the front is like drink, not like what they sell, just
Drink.
like not good drink.
It's like
yeah,
yeah,
like
it's like a really like shitty like a Russian bar. It just says alcohol.
yeah, and there's like the alcohol with bubbles and stuff in it, and then there's the alcohol that is just alcohol. And Wang Tom has just been ordering like spirits for the bar, and for himself and the bar, and then himself and then himself and the bar. Like it's a one for me, one for you. But he's doing it against the whole bar.
Just a neon sign, but it's like.
Can you flip the camera? Or it might be battery, I'm not sure.
Excuse me.
fine.
Vegetable.
As soon as he sees you, makes a connection with the cat. He dashes.
Oh, I'm gonna start making
Just
cheese.
take whatever drink was in front of him and finish it, and then follow.
There are 4.
I finished one of
Two
them.
for you, 2 for me. I grabbed 2 when I was all.
I'll take the other for the road.
He goes, instead of out the front of the bar, he goes towards the back and cuts to the side.
You need me to roll for that?
What? No. You can follow him.
I was gonna follow him.
He just goes into the woman's bathroom.
I'll follow after.
Don't look at me, I'm hideous.
You hear a door, a stall at the end slam shut.
I don't give a shit, I'm following with you.
There's a
Vegetable.
window up on the top.
Look, I'm not paralyzing you by choice.
Don't make me do it. I cast. Can I like bust down the door?
Has he left through the window?
Yeah.
Has he left through the window?
No. Window's still there.
Yeah, there's just a window.
Actually, how tall are these stalls?
I don't know. It's the sort of place where it's like probably actually realistically this place probably wouldn't have doors on it.
If you stood up and stopped like hunting in this place, you'd probably just be able to see over the top.
Devin, could you walk into the stall
There is
next
one
to
door
it,
that's
stand
still
on
on.
the toilet and peer over the like...
I stand.
Attack on Titan style.
Yeah.
No,
I stand on the
you don't
toilet
understand.
and peer over.
Look, I'm just here to make sure you killed the prisoner and he isn't wandering around.
Bathrooms are roseworthy. The urinals
If you
on the
keep
little
escaping,
step.
I'm gonna have to do something I don't
Are
want
you
to do.
peeking
Where it's
over the
just
top? I'm confused.
I'm peeking over the top.
Oh no.
Amazing you couldn't hear that until you picked over.
Being viciously sick though.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
We're not running, it's just bad timing.
Hang on, why is there a cigarette in there? Have we been eating them?
Why is it still lit?
What about cigarettes?
In the words of the good old Skibbity. Bro.
he just backs out, like walks backwards out of the door and just thunk on the side of the thing.
I'm gonna try and like grab him and steady him. Yeah. Alright. Can you speak?
Lurches back forwards.
Honestly, I'm just gonna start piloting him. So he, like when he throws up, I've got him and like pull him back.
I don't want to be in this city anymore.
Alright.
None of us do.
Let's take a breath. What's up? Why are you drinking yourself to death? And where is
I don't like killing people. It makes me feel bad.
That's not me you killed him.
What do you think? I dealt with him.
Yeah?
Yeah. You didn't have to do that by yourself.
For what?
Well, you probably would have done it either way. That, I think, was the plan. Anyway, I kind of forgot.
I know what the plan was, but then you have to do it. Oh, don't. Look, and he just starts going back towards the bar. What's wrong with my drink? There's only 3 left.
Are there none left? Because you had 2.
Yeah, you had
What did you have 2? How many
Yeah,
left?
I think at the end I had 2 and she had 2, so...
So there's
yeah,
none of the
left.
4 drinks left.
He starts ruffling around. Like, you see he's still got the bag of holding, which is, like, suspiciously wet. He just, like, pulls it from under the table and starts ruffling around.
Why is it wet? We've been peeing in it.
Rouse starts ruffling around looking for money, and you can hear, like, clinking in his purse on his side, but he's just checking the bag for it instead.
I think maybe we should have some drinks at home. We'll buy drinks for home.
Oh?
That was a trap. I've done that. I've done that before, and it was a trap. And I'm not doing it with you, and I'm not doing it with... Here's the cat. You see him drunkenly moving for his gun.
Come on,
Oh, no.
Why are you... I pick up a toot like a baby and I just go, come here, baby.
He sees you holding the cat, he puts the gun away. God.
No need to start attacking the cat. Right.
Anyway. Yes, Wormtongue is sloshed and insists, yes, I've dealt with it.
Fair enough.
Do you
I'll
want-
let everyone know, and we can get drinks tomorrow when you're not trying to use them to die.
I don't want to die. I just want to die.
Uh, sure. Going home now?
Yeah, I'll just go home.
How much does a round of depression drinking cost?
Looks busted. Thank you,
$6.
Aaron.
You lost track around gold piece number 2. When you came back to, you'd already spent 5 or 6.
Yeah, I just started hitting them with another. Bring me another.
When you're shouting the whole bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And as you kept shouting, more and more people kept rocking up.
Yeah, it was a great night for that place. What's the name of the place? What's the name of the bar? We just said drinks.
It's just drinks.
Drinks, but spelled with just a K.
Booze pit.
No, like legitimately, the place, the only form of branding on the outside is it just has like a shitty sign that says alcohol, and that's it.
Grog here. Fucking love that place.
I just kind of head off home, carrying a toot like a baby, for no reason. She doesn't care or nothing. Actually, you know what? I've decided a toot likes to be babied.
Nice.
Doesn't mean anything to anybody, but I thought I'd say that.
One time, at some point, drunkenly comes over to you, having been carried by Nathali for half the time. Who he's like muttering under his breath too. It's just like this.
I have -1 strength.
What are you saying?
You!
What?
You can't. You've got to go back to your mom. I mean, you.
Well,
Wasn't she in Corona? Salveron? Wherever?
my family's in Tirana.
No, I was coming to see you. In Salveron.
I think they'll be back on that.
Let's
we
not
work
do
on
this here.
I don't know, do we?
You did? You've got to go back home. You're not supposed to be here. Just give me the thing.
Look, I don't.
Give me the thing.
I think you're drunk. We can talk about this when you're sober.
No, you've got to be smart.
Well, look. They didn't like that I was adventuring. They didn't want me there anymore. So there's nothing I can do. Can't give up now. Got a prophecy to uphold.
It's not a real prophecy.
At some point I pull Wormtongue. Let's not interfere with the matters of someone else's family.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, my family's alright.
He starts drunkenly showing. He pulls out a locket from his neck and starts drunkenly showing. This was mom, this was sister. And he's got he's just showing them off, and it's like a lovely locket. It's got an embossed emblem on the front of it, like a sort of stylized A. See, what a
Yeah, I
fan.
got that.
See, and it shows it to you as well. It's just
Okay, we're doing
It's a
this.
very lovely family.
they don't like me very much. I don't see it probably existing.
Well, neither do mine, but that's why. We've got to take care of each other until we can get back to our homes. I made a promise to myself. I couldn't tell them. Oh well, I tried, but I told my family I wouldn't come back. They didn't want me to come back, but I told them that I'll come back when I've become one of the greatest adventurers in the world. They didn't like that. They slammed the door after that, but I made a promise to them. Even if they don't like it, I made a promise. And I'm not nearly half as much of an adventurer as I want to be. So I've got to keep going. Never give up. So I can prove to them that I can make it on my own.
Went down spits on your shoes. Stupid.
Ah!
And then what stays off.
And Toot hisses at that. The Toot like turns around like
Hisses back.
And Toot kind of like open mouth in shock, looks at me.
I'd like to try and chase the cat.
The cat just runs in circles around Yvelda.
My tongue ends in circles around Yvelda until he can't.
What the fuck is going on? Everyone's like, what the fuck?
This is a Looney Tunes event at this point.
You wanted to do something?
Yeah, I'm done with my bits.
I
That's just me
already
being
did
drunk.
it.
Okay.
Stuart's characters and trying to get another character to leave the campaign. Like just trying to convince another character.
And then
You're
another
done with this campaign.
Another character
Go to your
bites the
family.
dust.
He like runs around in circles.
Stuart's
around,
motivation is
leave.
to end the campaign as quickly as possible.
Just
so you can
end
play
one
the
player's particular character. You move on.
He annoys me so much.
Tywin, you have to
Yvelda's-
retire. Go home. You can't be on this anymore.
Stay here with your family. Like, don't need to go.
Lapis, you shouldn't be on this with us. You should go back to your parents' home.
Tilly, you can go lead your people. Leave.
Solomon, you can stay. He's the only one who can stay.
This is my show.
My show.
It's the big
Now that all that's done with.
It just becomes like a fantasy Mr. Maker show after that. Today we are making
Solomon with a cardboard and a hot glue gun.
Yeah.
Canonical fabricate.
Vanta, go sow anarchy.
He just annoys Yvelda until she's like, fine, fuck, I'll leave. He doesn't want to be around you.
What did your locket of your sister and mum look like?
So it had, check some of my notes. It has like a, and you were in combat with me earlier, weren't you?
Yep.
It has a stylized A in sort of like gold script on a green background, which looks something on one side and the other one looks like a family crest on the other. Inside it has a picture of two women who look fairly related. One is sort of a younger woman with a smile on her face, and the other one's the sort of stern but assured face of a matriarch of the family of some sort. And I think you'll recall that it has the same design and emblemography as the pistol that you saw him pull out. The one that looks a lot more archaic and sort of ceremonial than more of like a functional weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, throughout the whole time he just rambles at you saying he doesn't like killing people while drunk.
While the three of you and Cat in tow return to the house, what are the other four of you up to?
I'm sitting like on a chair in the middle, and I'm like eating some of the leftover like fried rice that we had.
They're gonna say the fucking arms.
Just angsting over how to copyright this spell.
Welcome back.
I don't think they're back up.
Welcome back to the.
Didn't they come back? Isn't that what you
I
said?
assume if you guys want to do something while they're out, you can, or if you just want them to be back,
I
they
was
can be
working
back.
on the spell while they were gone.
Yeah, I more or less went to work. It's like,
Two of you.
I have my forearms, I'm off to work, bye-bye.
I don't know. I was just there. I don't know if I was doing anything in particular. Maybe just making a bracelet or something. Just going around like Alakala's like moving around, and Avra's got like a band that she's like trying to measure up on Alakala's arm, and then just.
I went to work.
Then she's following
Oh,
you
you
to work,
went to-
apparently.
You followed me to work.
Very quickly before you left, just quickly double checked before.
I love the idea of
Before
like
sitting
Jack
down,
just
like,
like
oh.
blocking the doorway like this as some kid measures you up.
What's that for then?
I'm making your friendship bracelet.
Friendship bracelet?
Yeah.
Really? Are you afraid we'll forget that we're friends?
No, I just think it's nice to have nice things.
Why are you making this?
Alright then, if you'd like to.
Okay.
Camera turns off.
Enough.
He's back in the balcony.
Yvelda will kind of open the door, baby in tow. We've returned.
Welcome back.
Did you
Baby
find what
inside.
you were looking for?
He's wouldn't have fair we have.
Yeah, I'm probably grabbing him by the shoulder at this point.
Hi.
Yeah.
He killed him. It's all over.
When turns around and he slings the bag of holding into the room. And then staggers in search of that fried rice. Yeah, just don't talk to me until we've sorted this out.
He's a little
I have very important business to attend to.
Ew. Would you guys call me gross if a bug was in my food and I kept eating it?
No.
It flew away.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you care at home?
Now,
Hey guys, let's just all judge that.
now, folks, I'm not saying to get extra protein in your meals.
These MS really just don't do protein maxing. Yeah.
Gonna have to have your vegan license.
Yeah, the one I never had.
Hand it over.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, vegan powers.
Veganizing rip. Anyway,
Well, this is very good, Yvelda. I hope you don't mind that I got some of the. There was a big bowl of it.
Oh, the more the merrier.
Good.
This shit is gas for real.
Okay, so we're going to be starting a new campaign without Devon.
Yeah.
What?
That's
No,
the
wait, what is-
third Gen Alpha word she's used this session. She's
There's gonna
taking
be a whole
psychic damage
campaign
higher,
just
guys.
me.
Well, I suppose that is the end of that chapter of our journey. So, what is next for us? What is our plan right now?
Well, we have 15 days until the ship that's down in the energy sector runs out of battery. So I guess if we have anything to do before then, that's kind of what we look for. Otherwise, we make sure it has an ample supply of energy and then we leave, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And the battery, like hourglass.
Well, like, does anyone have any pressing matters in the... Oh,
do you have?
well, Alec isn't here, so... Is Alec here now? No.
So you have this thing which lets you find out where anything is, right?
I guess a
The-
lot of things,
What
yeah.
did you call it? The Wolf?
It's not the Wollifer. It's
Wollifer?
it's a thing that can take me to pieces of the Wollifer. It's not actually, this thing's not of the Wollifer. It's just like something that if I think of it like show me where Versimo's secret gun is.
Does it change to the direction of where it's like?
Just sort of points at me.
Yeah, it's following you now. But now if I go, show me Davio's book,
And then it like kind of like tends to where the book is.
I guess when I think of a thing where I want it to go, then like it can point me to that way.
I'm making that up. Don't be silly here.
No, I'm not giving it to you.
Oh, come on. I'm not.
What do you want to see? Because you want to see for yourself if it works, so what do you want to see?
Well, if I tell you, then you'll just make it not work.
That's not how it works, but I'm not giving it to you because one, you're drunk, and two, I don't trust you enough yet.
Because I'm drunk.
I think eventually you're going to have to start to share some of these goals that you have with the group.
I've made it very clear what I want from you, Doctor, and you've frankly not communicated that with me at all. You've been sitting around playing with the kids when you're supposed to be fixing this virus that you keep saying you have put in.
Well, that is not my job.
Sorry, wrong person. Sorry, Avian, I think you should consider that maybe the Doctor doesn't have your best interests at heart, and my goals shouldn't be the ones you're worried about. Does that satisfy you?
I think that is an unnecessary thing to say right now, and it is clear you're getting defensive.
I think
I'm merely suggesting
that I don't
if
like
you want
being
other-
told to share information in any context, as you can probably establish from the work that I've been doing for this party, and I'm rather annoyed that we have discovered someone who seems to have found out everything that they feel.
Yes, I just think if you want to get something done, you should tell us all step by step each thing that you want to get done, and we can help you. Instead of going off on your own and just trying to do it by yourself.
I think that there are certain duties and certain actions that some members of this group don't need to be privy to, nor should they carry out. And I think that that's perfectly fine.
I think after today, there is no point in protecting people of this group, because we have hit almost rock bottom.
We have?
Yes.
Oh, when would you do that?
I would say when we are cutting off the fingers of a man over and over before taking him somewhere and presumably killing him, and then all coming back and just talking like it did not happen.
I'd like to.
I am not judging you for the fact that it happened. I am saying You are being inconsistent if you believe that from this point on we should be protecting one another from certain bits of information. We tortured a man.
I'd like to distinguish. You didn't torture a man. You didn't torture a man, and you didn't torture a man. And as far as I'm concerned, in my book, that's a win. Unless you've killed anyone, not some poor defenseless creature tied up in the bathroom. And I think that form of protection, in its own right, is noble. And if you can't see that as a noble thing, then maybe you're exactly the sort of wartime leader that I thought you were. Someone willing to use their troops to do whatever they needed to do to get done.
Interesting that you perceive me as using anyone here.
Interesting that you're not willing to protect them from acts they don't have to commit.
Why are you two always arguing back and forth? It's kind of boring.
I know, I don't like them because they're a soldier.
Well, wait, to be fair, like we didn't really ask any of you to do any of that. You guys kind of did that on your own.
That's the point. You should know. You people, you're good people. Good people don't do bad things. So you let the bad people do the bad things.
I think didn't we all address that we didn't like that?
Especially, but it's not about what you like. After all, it's just, I'm not gonna.
I can take him
fried
to
rice comes
the.
back
I'm
up.
gonna take him to the bathroom. I think.
That might be
That's
best.
Just give him some.
Come,
As he
come
goes in
with
there,
me.
he's having. I'll go in there, but like Wimtung is. You can see that he's sobered up enough now that being in this bathroom, knowing what's just gone down here, and still seeing the blood around as he's still drunk is horrific on him.
I close the door and just go,
I know you didn't kill him. Yeah.
I dealt with him. He's
No,
gone.
but it's pointing in a direction to where he is. So
Then you'll find his body drowned. He's fine.
is that what you want to know?
Give me the thing, I'll tell you.
You're not gonna run away with that? Oh. I can tell you myself when I find him if you like.
Kids find things.
I'm pretty good at that.
I
And
know.
talking.
I know.
Mm. I think you just have to be a little bit more honest.
Until you're older. Until I don't know. They don't even know. It'll be fine, I'll deal with it.
Abigail was right when she said that you don't have to deal with things on your own. Just because you see yourself as a bad person doesn't mean you have to live up as a bad person.
It's better than others seeing themselves the same. It's better than you, Chuck, kids. Shouldn't be at all.
Did you used to work in the same company as the person that was in the bathtub?
Different companies, same goals. How's to explain? Let's just say we knew each other professionally.
Okay. Does your filing cabinet in your brain have like stickers on it, or like what does your filing cabinet look like?
What? She looks over at the like medicine cabinet in the room. A filing cabinet?
Well, apparently the guy that was in the bathtub had a filing cabinet in his brain, and that's where he kept the information about us. So I was just wondering if you worked in a similar company, what your filing cabinet looked like, and what information do you have about me?
Everything. Everything you said. You gotta write it all down. I remember it. That's my job. I'm here to collect information. Just don't tell anyone anything. Information's powerful. You know all things. And he fumbles with the second time you see him fumble with it. You see him pull out the symbol that I think I described around his neck, and it's an eye of Canis. And he like, hey look, and he flicks it, and it flicks from open to closed, as he does. So he says, good luck. Flicks it closed, and it's secrets. It's back down.
Well,
That's my dad's. He was a bit like that. I don't.
There's no guards, friends. They're not special, but they're just superstitious.
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on you, whoever they are.
He shows you a closed eye again. No
So
eyes.
they're not watching you.
No eyes on you.
Secrets and knowledge.
What happens if it's open? Have you tried?
It's not like.
Well, we can work on that development later. I can go find this. What do you want me to look for?
Once I passed out at this point.
Oh, okay. And I open the door. Where do we have spare blankets?
In the cupboard.
And I just like drape, like grab one and I kind of like drape it over Vessel.
Shivering on the ground as he
Like a
reaches
crime
out.
scene.
Made to rest.
I just kind of like
Yeah.
make it kind of comfortable in the position that he's kind of passed out in.
He climbs, as you leave, he'll climb back into the bathtub where the guy was stored and just shiver there for a bit.
While they're talking, and I'm cleaning up the vomit, I want to talk
So
to
sorry.
Avion. Once they're in there in the bathroom.
You can see she's sort of just like sitting and like she got the spoon that she was eating with, and she's just sort of staring at it.
Alright. So, actually, I want to talk to you about this one-on-one, without someone who's just constantly like bickering and challenging everything.
Gus, what is it?
How do we get the people who are like that to just like I can't stop them. I can't stop anyone when they're an adult, but like I don't know what I've got to do with them. We're meant to stay together, but how can we how can we do good if people are constantly trying to do bad? Cutting off fingers and torturing in it.
Well, that is a big question to ask, and I hesitate to be any sort of voice of authority on this because I do not believe myself to necessarily be a good person. I have been someone to kill a lot of people. A lot have died at my hands that I do not know much about. That I do not know whether it was right or wrong. So it is why I hesitate to judge others for their actions, but in my opinion, if you have a feeling that you are uncomfortable with something, the only way others will know is if you speak up. And it does not mean you yell at the other person, it does not mean you tell them that they are wrong for it, but you tell them how you feel about it. And it is their choice what to do with that information. But what I think a big problem in this group is we have a combination of so many different groups of people, and we all have our own different thoughts on the situations, but we are also we do not talk to each other about what we truly think enough. And sometimes we surprise each other. I mean, we frankly do not know each other that well at all. Some of the people here, I feel like I have been with them for such a long time and I barely know if their name is actually their name.
I feel like I can't even talk to half the people. Anytime anything I do is brought up, it's laughed at. Everyone's like, oh, the demon. I don't know how to convince people. I don't know what people want me to say. Oh yeah, it's all demon. Ooh, it's all voodoo, like evil demon. But like, I don't know. People just a lot of the people here just don't seem to want to like listen to me. They don't care about what I'm gonna say. All they care about is, oh, she's got a demon with her. Oh no, she's got a demon. Why we listen to her? She doesn't know the big words like I do. And it's like, oh, what's the point? What's the point of even trying if no one's ever gonna listen?
Sometimes all it takes is to have a companion who is truly on your side. And I know I am not around all the time, but I would not want to minimize what you are experiencing by just saying it is a demon or...
You don't.
If
Avra doesn't either. Or Doc.
Exactly, and I know it feels difficult because the voices that are saying that are also the ones that tend to be shouting back the loudest, but just try to have comfort in the fact that when you need to actually speak about something serious, you can speak to one of us. But truthfully, I do not have much sway here, especially since I am here for a small amount of time and a lot of the people here think I should not be here anyway. I am an unfortunate side effect of someone who actually should be here. Davio is the person that is the reason I am in this group. He is the one who has the smarts, he is the one who has the resources and the information that is needed. And when I am around, it is only an inconvenience. But despite that, I will still be doing my best when I am here. But truthfully, if I think about it, this group is on borrowed time if nothing changes. There is going to be something or some things that when they happen, it will be disastrous. Someone will make a decision or go to a place or try to do a thing that will cause a massive falling out because we do not communicate and because we have no leader and there is no one making the decisions. And that is the fastest way to have this all fall apart. And it is just around the corner.
You're very right. I want you to know, I never think of you as an inconvenience. You and Davio are like a coin with two heads on it. A coin that is constantly flipping, but you both bring two different things, right? So Dario is like the head, because he got a big brain and all. You know, he's a thinker, he's smart, but he doesn't really have the tails, like the heart.
Is the tail's heart?
Well, the tail can be a heart if you like.
Okay.
I know a toot can make his tail look like a heart. But you bring like a very heart, like when the brain is in the heart. What is it called? Emphatic.
Empathetic.
Yeah, you bring a very empathetic, open-mindedness. You're like you think in a way that Davio doesn't, that I think is good. And you're right, we don't really have a leader or nothing. No one's really stepped up to it. So, I think, and you said that you can't really be here all the time. And it's hard to be a leader if you're not here all the time, I suppose. Unless you want to be the leader. Even Davio can take turns.
Even if I was here the entire time, I could not be the leader. As much as I have the experience, a leader needs to be somebody that everyone listens to and rallies behind. And with this group, my personality does not fit.
I think it fits.
Well, I wish that were true, and if it were just leading you, and perhaps Avra and Jack maybe, perhaps I could do my best, but I think this group has a lot of growing to do before we're even ready to see anyone as a leader. It is difficult. I don't have an answer, and I rarely do. But who says you're not smart? You came up with that coin thing on the spot. You properly applied the metaphor of a coin in the head and the tail to Davio and myself. That is not someone just anyone could do. That is something of a well-read person.
I don't really read that much.
Well, could have fooled me.
That's so kind of you. Well, maybe while we got nothing going on, I might think of a little strategy to get us working as a team, so that we can eventually, you know, have a leader, work together, and be strong. Because I really like being with everyone. If the prophecy says we should be working together, maybe maybe we need to start working together so that we don't fall apart, you know?
There is nothing more annoying than coming into a conversation midway when it is clearly at its emotional climax. I do not enjoy it.
Oh, Davio, I've just been discussing something, and you're the first ear to hear it. We're gonna work on some team building so that we can work together as a team.
I do not care. This is not my purview in the slightest.
Well, you're my friend, and we're all friends, and we all need to work together.
Fine.
That means you gotta start listening to me, and you gotta start listening to everyone else. And we need to start talking to each other about ourselves a little bit more so that we can understand each other.
You all know basically everything about me. I am a wizard. I was once a university tutor.
What's your favorite colour?
My favorite color.
Is it blue?
No, it is not blue.
It's green. Or is it...
I do not think about it.
It's
it does
pink.
not matter.
Can't be very smart, right?
I know what my favorite color is, and
MF
it
doesn't
is
even
not
know what his favorite color is.
No, it is not pink. My favorite color is... My least favorite color is not pink, therefore. You think you can fool me, but I know. I'm getting smart every day, you see. This is the stupidest conversation.
I can't believe you haven't tried to force a swap yet.
No, because he wants to do research really badly, so he doesn't want to swap back.
He's like, I need to be here for a reason. This motherfucker is stalling me.
He wants to be practicing that spell right now, but he's just stuck in this conversation.
Look, we gotta work together and talk about ourselves and be a lot more empathetic. I learned that today. We need to start being... I don't know what it means, but like... I mean, I do know what it means, but I forgot. Like, we gotta be empathetic with each other. Sympathetic. We gotta you know, every time you glare at me, it makes me laugh.
Well, get used to it. There's a whole campaign of this.
I know. But
If you were so empathetic, why did you not stop anyone from cutting off the fingers of a man in a bathroom?
I don't think I could.
Oh,
I felt
couldn't
like-
you?
Honestly, I feel like even if I tried to convince people, it wouldn't have worked. Do you think anyone here listens to me?
Yes. So you should just give up, like anybody would do. I have to go back to work. I cannot be having these long conversations when there is very important work to be done.
I have a new goal in mind. I'm gonna make you smile and laugh. If it's the last thing I do,
But you can make Jordan smile and laugh very easily.
maybe what you need is a bit of a smile and a laugh.
I have smiled and laughed in my life, and I will tell you it is not worth the hype.
If I haven't seen it, it's never happened. So, you know what?
I think we've seen it once.
Disagree.
I think he laughed at something. Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, you enjoyed when you were
Yeah.
tinkering to get the better.
Oh yeah. I got
shot
excited
out
there.
of it,
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I've seen you
And
smile
I remember I
once.
was like, I'll take a mental picture to
I mean, I
remember.
saw you smile once, but I never seen you laughing at something funny, so I'll be working on that.
I do not think my sense of humor lines up with anybody here.
I'll figure it out.
Jean, on the balcony that you're perched, on the sort of the wooden railing, to your right, there is this highly concentrated flare of light that blinks on and off in rapid succession.
Can I see where it's coming from?
As you try to trace it back to the source, it's maybe about 10 or 12 buildings down this street, and at an estimate, and roll just an intelligence check, please.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. 11?
With an 11, you can tell that it has a regularity to it. It's like on off, on off, on off, on, and it just kind of like in a pattern just loops.
I'm so sorry, this is very unfortunate. I also need to leave the table to go to the bathroom.
Go for it.
Should we just have a break?
We don't have...
We've lost almost half the players.
We could have a break if you want. We can have another one later if you want. But yeah, we'll have a short break.
I'm trapped.
We'll be back very soon.
Do you want to move it to
See
the other
you
side of the
then.
table? Would that help?
Bye.
Welcome back. We jump back in right where we left off with a blinking light reflected from several buildings away. Yeah, sort of blinking, a recycling pattern.
We established those were used by people who shot us once to communicate, right?
No,
That was
we didn't try to
a sniper
communicate. That was just the glitch of a
just a
sniper
scope.
scope.
I swear we've seen this before, haven't we?
This is much more concentrated.
No. I mean, not the sniper scope, something else. We've seen this happen somewhere else, I think.
But yeah, it's on a sort of repeating cycle. Every about 30 to 40 seconds, it starts up again from the top. Just blinking on and off.
I'll look inside and like see if I can signal to if Avra is anywhere near the window.
Yeah, she would be like, she's come out now. She's just like staring at like the compassy thing. Just kind of like, then going like this. And then like.
L.
It's for the way you lose at games.
I feel like
And like,
is it in view from the window?
Yeah, you can see like on the sort of balcony sill, you can see the sort of landed like reflection of this incredibly powerful light source. You can see off in the distance, like it's sort of like there's some sort of like muff, like cloth or something over it to conceal it a little, but it's specifically angled your way.
I open the door like just a tad so I can talk.
What do you think that is?
I want to go find out.
And I immediately changed my thought from what I was thinking of for the compass before to the blinking light thing. So I assume it's now just pointing in the direction of...
The compass dial actually vanishes from... Are you focusing on the light?
Yeah.
The compass dial sort of folds into this contraption, and a little text readout like opens up, like a little like almost 7-segment display, sort of little ratcheting and clanking noises coming from within.
I love that game.
Yeah.
You have to put it on the list. Ratchet and Clank.
Thank you for pointing
Damn it,
it out. I was too in character to notice.
Both of us in sync as well.
Dang it, I was going to say that.
The text readout reads. Chandra and others captured. Paya assumed responsible. Bring everyone.
Hang on, you're going too fast. Pious suspected?
Responsible.
Responsible. Bring others. Yeah.
To same location as before.
Where's that? Do you know what they're talking about?
Who's he right?
And then it says midnight.
What's the time now?
It'd be like
Still morning.
no, later. It'd be later because you guys came back from the thing. Came back from the incursion, which took you hours to get there and back.
Yeah, and then we had a sequence the next day.
You did too.
Yeah.
Correct. That is correct. Sorry, brain lost track of that one. It would just be like.
I cherish that rest, I remember it.
Right.
Well, given everything, given that you've gone to work, I'd say it's about mid-afternoon now.
Or afternoon, as they call it here in...
Chuck. Wait, do you know the location that they're talking about?
And I just
I
quickly
was
like,
there.
Okay. So we have to tell everyone else? Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, that's what it says. Yeah.
for once it would be easy to get Mr. Crump on board, but yeah.
is he in the building? Are you in the building right now?
Our house.
Yes.
In the middle of the street.
Our house. Our mother Chemist Warehouse.
What does that look?
Well, why is someone knocking on the door?
Hey.
I'm just waiting for you to just respond to me. Just...
Is there someone out there?
Yeah.
Why aren't you just coming in?
Well, because if you're doing something busy, then I don't want to distract you.
Okay, well the knocking was distracting enough. What do you want?
I have some bad news to tell you.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Yeah, Shana and everyone else is captured.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Told you.
And Paya apparently is responsible, and we need to go to the same location as last time at midnight. But I don't know where the
How do you know this?
because Jacques
That's
found
not
someone
familiar,
doing
I
a light Morse code
To the
thing.
line.
Let's see who's that.
Someone?
I assume it was our friend. He actually most probably did a really good job this time, not actually
as
being
your-
suspected.
As your familiar approaches, you see the little bald Goliath kid.
It's the little Goliath kid.
He's doing a great job! Yes, up the boys!
I don't think this is a time to celebrate.
But it is because he was not doing so great when he was meant to give us messages before, and now he's actually giving us a really decent one.
Okay, but so Shanra has been captured.
Yeah,
And we have to go where?
the same location as before, but I don't know where that is.
I'm assuming that means where we were last night.
Last night?
Yeah. Wait, is it
I
last
think
night?
when we met them
Where
the first
we
time,
went
no?
to meet up with Shanra originally, I imagine.
I believe so.
I don't think I was there, so I don't know.
I don't know either.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes, well, I know where that is. And it's at midnight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vecimo, you feel some.
Yeah, it's been a few hours. Like that's why I said like mid-afternoonish.
You feel some pokes on your forehead.
Yes. Can I help you?
You have a chance to be noble again.
Why the fuck would I want to be noble?
You were talking about it all night.
I was drunk.
Yes, now you can do it while sober.
And
Davia's friends are captured.
Only
Well,
Davia.
only Chanro and
oh, Chana.
Apparent- yes.
Triple. Definitely. 30 gold.
apparently some others as well. I don't know what other friends we have in the city, but
30 gold pieces and I get up.
I'll get you a drink.
I'll put a rat in your pants if you don't get up.
Actually, did that
Rat,
anyway. It would be
rat,
funny.
rat, 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 rat.
But you as a rat or
Dealer's choice.
You don't want the 4-year-old in your hands. That's...
I absolutely do not. I'll take my chances with a rat.
I
30
think
gold.
Open his mouth and put bibs in it.
I've slept with
First of
rats
all, I'll give
before.
you the compass if you get up.
Done.
Unbelievable.
All the way, properly, like out in the building and like washing up and stuff first.
He just rolls over it.
You watch as a little bit of like as you get up, just not sort of matching your exertion, extra air sort of expelled from your lungs.
I'm confused by that as a player, but okay. What the fuck? And he'll go and he just disappears into the bathroom.
You were in the bathroom. You were
So
sleeping
now
in the
you gotta
bathroom.
Closes the
tell
door.
Alakala, and then that's all of us together. No,
That's the teamwork that'll make the dream work, Dario. Listen, this is the call to action.
I actually agree with you there. We do all need to be there. It is very important. But the question is whether or not this information is reliable,
it is.
and
Because
whether or not it is a trap we're being set up for right
It
now.
is because the Goliath is hired by Chandra.
Shanra, there's no D in her
Chandra.
name.
It's spelled Chandra.
No, it isn't.
Or well, he might have made a mistake on his spelling. But that's okay.
He's bad at Morse code. He's got a little
trying his
got a little
best, at
booklet.
least
Like
he
you
got
see
the
through
information.
you see through his familiar's
Maybe it
you
is
see through
a
your familiar's
different
eyes. He's
person
looking through a Morse
named
code booklet.
Chandra. Maybe this
If
isn't
someone
the
else got kidnapped, then we have nothing to worry.
that,
I don't think so because regardless, he's hired by her, and he's given us information to go.
Well,
So?
regardless, if we're dealing with Paya, might I suggest again consulting with Carmichael?
Do I have to dress up? I've never met Paya before.
You do not need to dress up.
What would you dress up as? Maybe we can match a theme.
A torpedo?
Oh, yeah, I know just the fashion for that.
Like a bullet bill? And like Mario Kart?
So Mario Kart. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's already on the list, so
I've got an
Does that mean you're
idea.
banned?
maybe.
A minor illusion of light bulb in my head, and I'm gonna really quickly run
Make
off.
references once.
Oh God. All right. Well, everyone needs to make sure that they have. Is everyone at full strength? Nobody has gotten into any significant fights
I'm
today.
always at work.
I used a
We
single.
can get Alagala. I do not believe he will use
hear
too much of
muffled
his
from the
energy while
bathroom.
working.
I think I got scratched by a cat.
That is fine.
Was it me?
I've used a spell once, so I only have one chance to use something, so I better make it count.
Do you require an entire sleep to get that back, or
Oh, I could take a nap.
you should go take a nap right now?
I can only take long rests to reset.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aren't you a warlock?
Yeah, short rests reset your spell.
Short rest to
Oh,
reset
yeah.
your spell.
If I took a quick nap,
Yeah,
maybe
go take a nap
quick,
right now.
a quick muscle
While Alagala's
nap.
getting home from work.
yeah, do a quick workout.
I assume you just like grab me from work.
Yeah, we'll send someone for you.
God forbid I'm
Send a
there
car
for.
for you.
God forbid I'm there for actually the whole day. I don't think I've worked a single full day.
Always walk in for 15 minutes and then
Something that
someone
happens
comes along and goes,
comes
Alec, we need you.
You're the guest character in that workplace. All the crowd goes crazy when you walk in, and then you're gone. in
You're
like
always
5
halfway
minutes.
through moving a couch up the stairs when someone calls you away.
like
You
to-
just put it down on the stairs.
I like to imagine that you're really, really, really good at your job. But like 15 minutes, you already finished half the day for everybody. We call you and it's like, oh,
In 10 different spots in the city, there's a couch halfway up the stairs that you've abandoned.
You just walk into work and all my co-workers are like, "Ah, Lord Ale, gracing us with our presence, your presence." So we say yes.
Does 5 minutes
The
of
meeting
work
is, the
singing
meeting
this into
is at
existence.
midnight. You do not need to leave work prematurely.
Yes, Sha?
I feel like the hurry is. I understand it, but they said midnight. So
No, I just need to make sure. I mean, we need to be ready. We need to have all of our ducks in a row.
you hear
we should make some food.
you hear another from like a muffled voice from in the apartment. Ooh, someone cares about Chandra.
Should I get dressed up as Chandra instead?
You do not need to get dressed up for anything. We need resources right now, and there is no greater resource than one who has studied under me for a long period of time.
Baba, do you reckon I can make a ball gown in like half an hour?
I can help you with that.
A ball gown might slow you down.
Yeah,
Not
that
this
should look
kind
great
of
though.
ball gown.
Why? Why not that kind of ball?
just a big ball.
It's just a hamster ball, and you are.
Oh, actually,
Boosted by the wind.
are we dressing up as different? Can I be a magical
We
girl?
we are not dressing up.
Shotgun a
Wear
platypus.
the convenient clothing that you may have to fight in, because we may be killing people tonight to get her back.
That is so
Killing?
Yes, if need be, if someone has kidnapped her.
Well, she's an adult, so why would we call it kidnap?
Kidnapping is what
Also
kids
not
should be doing
sleeping,
at
right?
midnight. Alright,
I'm not napping, you're not napping, so... Anyway, besides the point. So, we just go to this location at midnight with everybody, and then we just go, give them back, and then we give them back?
I don't know what we do.
Well, we should try communicating first, and fighting second. Because I feel like if we go fighting first, that could be bad news for us. You know? Like, prepare for fighting if we need to, but like, don't waste the opportunity to go about it differently.
Battles are always more unexpected. So yes, it is better to not hit all of your cards on it.
Oh, it's battery. That is battery.
Yeah.
Hi, one person can.
My heart is racing right now.
Yeah, Shauna's been adult nap.
I remember. It is quite prevalent in my mind.
It's very
Trying to make your
important.
heart race often.
You didn't say that in character, so I can't
No, I
react to
didn't.
it. See, I notice people's character voices. I'm not talking about you.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
But I'm talking to you because you don't understand.
You hear a moan of pain from the bathroom, and like cold water running.
Oh my goodness, he's getting prepared. It's exciting. Well, yeah. Prepared to fight, but don't fight straight away, because it seems like Pyre is like a scary person with a lot of power and influence.
Oh, very much so. I mean, if we have... I don't know if I should say this out loud, but half our team is already fractured. If we have more divides being...
Fractured?
Well, just in terms of priorities, we already don't agree on a lot of stuff. So if there is some magical mumbo jumbo on our minds, it may be very bad.
That's why I suggested consulting Carmichael.
I mean, yes.
But what happens if Carmichael's one who's been taken to?
That could very much be true.
I guess
Also,
that would be a way we find out if he has been.
isn't Kalmaka like government? And aren't they?
Sort of. But
Rebels?
he doesn't really like Pyre.
Yeah, but like,
He's not like on our side, but he's also not against our side.
yeah, I'm not disagreeing about Kalmaka. I just think that like being associated with a rebel faction is not exactly something that you would want in any scenario.
Is there something that we can take or use to protect our minds from anything that Pyre does to us?
Oh yes, is there magic? I have a book of magic. Let me see.
Yvonne,
That's what happened last time, wasn't it?
Yvonne kind of comes out. She's in like gym gear and she kind of just working up a switch. She's like, "Oh, you're back! Oh, so good to see you." I did have a talk, and Dario is willing to also start working together.
Oh, that is good. That is a breakthrough.
But
There are new spells in this book.
By the way, can I also spend time with the Feigned Death Scroll and other
Yes. Yes. It's not a scroll.
False
it's
life.
a cookbook. It's false life. Yes.
we're learning how to make eclairs.
The way
Fire.
Nithali learns it, by the way, it's like holding the item and
Giving it a little smooth.
it's sort of they look like they're meditating, and you know how their eyes are black and white, heterochromatic. It starts flashing different colors of the rainbow for a bit.
Heterochromatic, sorry, I'm straight.
It's like a controller syncing to
Yeah.
to a TV.
Hang on.
oh, and you're syncing up for a bit. Hang on.
that is right.
Material's beauty, which is ironic because the equipment color.
Alrighty. So what's the plan? So,
I'm doing push-ups.
so this is about the time that your work would also come to a close. You've made a lovely 25 gold for your day's work.
I actually did a full day work.
I'm doing that.
You're like, holy shit, you've done a week's worth of work.
It's really stupid. It's like,
Fucking 8 hour period.
Does,
Nice one, Harley. See if you can do it again
does
tomorrow.
anyone know? Or should I go
Please.
look for
No
something that we
promises.
could take
so we could take.
Yippee,
for
shmoney.
them not to control our brains?
Well,
There was nothing in this book that I could see.
what about foil? It's usually.
Foil?
Yeah, I knew a mate in one of my adventuring guilds who wore like a foil crown all the time because he didn't want people intercepting his thoughts.
But wouldn't that make your brain get really hot?
I think so because he died of
Only if
heat
you have
stroke.
Only if you have small thoughts. You get microwaved.
Should we bring him? I said, "Wait, leave him."
That was good.
I said,
He got caught.
I asked if we could like take him with him, get a problem. But like, no, leave him, he'll be fine. It's like,
I see. Well, maybe I should just go look for something then?
maybe, maybe
It
we should.
wouldn't hurt.
Well, okay. Well, last time we had to have a priest use a diamond to fix our brains, right?
Well, that sounds very expensive.
It is very expensive and hard to find the diamond and hard to get the priest to agree to. I mean, that was the easiest
But
part.
what happens if we have a preventative option more so than like if something happens then we can do this after?
I don't know much about that, but if you can't think of anything in that vein, it is possible you could go to the priest and tell him afterwards just just come and check on us, because like what if we are all affected by it and then we have no like windfall, no safety? So perhaps we get a third party to check on us afterwards to make sure that we are not affected and possibly can fix us later.
Right. Okay. I think I follow. I could do that.
Okay.
Where's the priest?
Right. This is the map. There.
Okay. I'll be back. Oh. Why
Do you need a buddy?
If you want, the bathroom door's still closed.
I don't know. Alagawa, you just go home. Come with me.
What? Where are we going?
We have to go find something that can protect our brains from Paya's mind thingies, because the TLDR is that Shanna and other people have been taken by Paya, and we're going to go to a meeting place that you met Shanna before at midnight tonight.
Oh, all right then.
And so
And we are going where?
we're gonna go look for something potentially that can protect us from the thing that Paya does to the minds, like they did with Yavelda and Versimo. Or we talk to the priest and go, "Hey priest, you should come visit us after tomorrow," or something, just in case we're all affected by the mind stuff. Or if you don't want to do that because you just got home from a busy day at work, that's also okay.
Well, if we're all affected by the mind stuff, I doubt that we'd be allowed to go home.
That's true.
We might just simply disappear.
Perhaps do you have an item? You have an item that points to things.
Yeah.
What if you give that to the priest?
No.
You could tell the priest like after today, this will point to one of us if we are lost.
You hear the bathroom door open,
Okay.
and you can see that the shower has been cleaned. The pipes have been tightened,
It was an idea.
and
I
out
like the
steps.
idea. I just don't know the priest, so I don't trust them yet.
Understood. Well, he is a priest. He cannot lie, I think. Isn't that what priests are
I
like?
think anybody has the power to lie.
Well, yes, but priests are like, they really
they-
promise.
But they believe what they say, whether it's a lie or truth.
Oh yeah, priests never do anything wrong, I think.
Well, I'll go look for maybe a
I
potion or
believe you.
something.
I believe you.
Yeah, I don't know if Alagawa is
Spotlight
covered
does
or
not
but I'm
exist
just
in this
on-
world.
Hang on. So, what's the current plan?
Well, I want to try and find something that we could take to as a preventative measure from Paya in case we get into a dispute with Paya.
I think a dispute is inevitable if she's already kidnapping friends.
That is true. So I'm definitely going to try and find something. to take
Daily, I
that.
believe you also had an option that you wanted to bring up. With contacting Carmichael.
Yes, I did mention that. Sorry, I was making a magic item for that spell.
You're all good, so if I interrupted you.
Yes, I wanted to contact Carmichael because he might have knowledge of Paya, and I doubt this will happen, but he could join us, and he's a powerful spellcaster.
Should we look into that, or they look into preventative measures?
We could do that.
I think a better way to go about it is to use what we've learned against her. I believe Jacques and I have been going around some of you, but the other day we discovered that beneath Paya's curious body burning factory, there is a mind flayer vessel. Now, based on our previous experience with Paya, she wants to keep everything involving her clandestine operations as secretive as possible.
Do I know what my mind flayers are?
You can roll a Arcana or History if you would like.
Yeah, what is it?
You can also roll.
What is it?
Oh, that's 22.
What am I rolling again?
History or Arcana, you choose. Which one did you roll, by the way?
I did Arcana.
It doesn't matter, it's pretty low for me. So
Would you roll?
8 for Arcana.
Arcana Exotic.
Yeah, that's really yummy.
With a 22, you would have very surface level information that they are if the effective equivalent of alien creatures that operate under the sort of commands of a almost like a hive entity.
So anyway, Pyre has this ship full of mind flayers below the factory, below the 20th floor, even. And she wants to keep it secret, keep it safe. I reckon if we rigged the bottom maybe 5-10 floors worth of her elevator to explode, with a detonator of course, we could use it as leverage against her.
How are we going to get that done before midnight?
I was just about to say that would require a lot of. That's an entire mission before the mission.
It's mid-afternoon.
No, I know.
How much do you think we can get done in
Him
6 hours?
Well, is it
day's work
unguarded?
inspired.
Not
Is there nobody there?
Not many, no. It's pretty quiet down there.
What
Especially
about
below
security
the...
systems?
Very little as well. Again, Jacques and I just had a good wander around. We didn't meet any resistance. We could just go there.
We also need to procure enough explosives in that time.
I could make some.
Oh my goodness. How many can you make?
Given enough raw materials, just stuff you could get at Fantasy Bunnings.
Oh, I want a fantasy
everywhere.
snag there.
Quite possibly. We'll see how we go. But again, I could make it happen.
Okay, so I mean, this would be it is a good idea. I want to say that out front. That puts us on the front foot rather than the back foot. But we would need to go get the raw materials, go make all of the explosives, then go to this place, get past whatever small amounts of security and
Literally
people
none.
there.
It's none.
Okay, so then go down there and rig the explosives without Paya knowing, and then at midnight go meet up with her.
With 2 detonators, a fake one, which should probably have the capacity to destroy quite easily, and a real one for the event where the fake one is destroyed.
Okay.
We'd
Okay.
approach a conversation like, alright, here's our terms, otherwise we blow up your elevator and reveal your secret to everyone. Detonator here.
Well then perhaps. Well, you and Jacques already know the place and you have been there. Perhaps you two should do this.
Trying
And
to get
someone
out
else
of
should
work,
go
are we?
with Avra. Well, we don't want to send all of us to do this, I imagine.
With that, the bathroom door opens, and you can see that the bath has been cleaned, the pipes have been tightened, and the steel-toed boots of Marcus Miller steps out, holding the bag of holding, which now looks vaguely like a toolbox. I suppose I can go now.
Marcus?
Long time no see, Doctor. Strides straight over across the room, pulls up the mattress from beside the bed they were sleeping under, jams their hand on it and pulls out a carton of cigarettes.
Yes!
As they replenish, thank God, it's fucking gasping for one of these.
Oh, Vesimo, there you are. Right.
You can't even see me.
It just looks exactly the same. Would you like to help me get some supplies?
Anything you wish, sir.
Wonderful. Right, off we go.
Oh, it's you. My favourite.
Isn't it just about time though? So my usefulness and my desperate need to be liked is expired. As is
These characters help me do different jobs better.
like you wouldn't believe.
What is going on?
What is happening?
What do you mean by characters? Isn't this just a guy?
Literally just a girl. You can see the only difference is that the bathroom sink in there. Like the bath has been cleaned, and the pipe's been tight, but the bathroom sink is just full of blood.
Okay, so the two of you are going to go buy some explosives.
Buy
raw materials to
A
make
lot of
explosives.
fertilizer.
All right. The two of you are going to find some preventative measures for fire.
No, I think I have to be on the Carmichael thing because
Yeah.
that's my boss.
Okay.
So I think we're going to.
You're going to Carmichael. You're going to Fantasy Bunnings. One of the
Avra
three
and
of you
maybe can recruit one or two of the others if they want to go.
Well, yeah, we should make this a full team mission. So if we're all splitting up, then we all should go, right? But if you don't want to go shopping too, that makes sense. But
I'll do whatever. I don't mind.
yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
so the
I'm
three
going
of
with
you
the
are
flow
going
right
to find preventative measures. Okay. We'll start with the two of you.
Yeah, that should be pretty simple.
Go in, find out he's gone.
Beep. Scanning my card in the entrance.
Hello. It is late.
Hello, Carmichael.
How can I help?
How much do you know about where Pi is right now and what she's doing?
Next to nothing.
Fair enough. We just got a message that she's kidnapped a bunch of people.
Ah.
Possibly. Well, a bunch of people are kidnapped, and she's apparently the biggest culprit. Actually, we don't know who we got the message from. No, we do.
Yeah, we
It was
do.
from a child.
Some kid.
He's not a child, he was at least a teenager.
It was a child who can't spell.
We got the message from what our sources have said are reliable sources, saying that that it is likely Paya was the person to kidnap some people who are close to us.
Okay. My condolences. What can I do for you?
Well, has our team disclosed you of how much we've discovered about her factory and other things under the city?
I myself, Thea, don't remember how much you told Carmichael.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, here's the lowdown, and we go into the.
Yeah.
So you just tell him everything?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
right?
How
There's
much
nothing
is
that we
it?
need to hide from him,
I
right?
don't think so at this point.
Okay, yeah, we'll tell him everything.
I need to process all of that myself as coming. Okay. So you're telling me that the one of the scientific leads of the city is in league with an alien race converting and burning, converting the minds into sentient or pseudo-sentient automata and burning the bodies, overdrawing the ship's power.
You yourself saw how much the factory draws.
So what was that?
You yourself saw how much power the factory draws.
Yes. I suppose that all ends up. How can I still pose the same question, how can I help?
Well, she wants us to meet for whatever plans she has. I guess if you have any information about what she could do. We've had brief dealings
You have
with her.
you have more personal close experience with Pi than I do. I've met them at some public seminars and whatnot and some government forums, but on an interaction level, I think you guys have a better understanding of Pi's capabilities.
And the other thing, I don't suppose you'd want to provide any aid.
You've sort of alluded to some of Pi's capabilities.
At the very least, if you, I mean, we have friends out right now hunting for any preventative measures on some of the mind-controlling magic that it seems, maybe not magic, maybe other means, but mind-controlling methods that Bayer seems to use. If you have any wisdom or resources that may help us there, that would also help. Even if this meeting comes to nothing, at the very least, it is good to have an outside party who has this information as well in case something happens to us.
Okay. suppose I can provide kind of like a sort of focuses for a moment, and you see like almost this crystal gem appear between his fingers. Kind of hands it to you. Before you go to meet Pyre, and be very sure that it is before you go to meet Pyre, because it won't last.
Okay.
Give this to someone who you believe to be vulnerable to, especially vulnerable to Pyre's shenanigans, and have them shatter it against the ground. It will provide them about an hour of protection against some of the things that Pyre is capable of. Not all, but some.
That is very useful.
And it should definitely help against the mind flayers that you speak of. Yeah, you can see it's like a pearlescent, like blue gem, and within it you see like just like little vortexes and currents, almost like a liquid core dice almost. Yes, just it will last about an hour, and it will mechanically give you the effects of Intellect Fortress to whoever shatters it.
Just shake it and then drop it on the floor and it shatters. No!
I cannot make another one.
Oh shit, we need to go now.
Intellect Fortress. Okay. Got it.
Yes. That is the most I can provide in this time.
Well, that is a lot on its own, so thank you very much for that. But if anything does, I mean, if you do not hear from us, it is possible she has controlled us, or silenced us, or killed us. It will be hard to know. But regardless, this on the map is where her factory is, and if all goes well, it will be rigged with explosives soon. But
okay.
But
please do try to minimize civilian casualties.
Oh, it's very far on the ground. I'm sure it will be fine.
All right.
This is my plan, you know. I appreciate the confidence.
Anything else you wanted to say, Daddy?
I don't think so. We just told George Bush we're gonna do 9/11.
Yeah, and he was fine with it. So
as expected.
So yes, I was reading up an interesting theory that jet fuel does melt steel beams.
Further research required. Possible practical tests.
Alrighty, with the two of you having had your conversation with Carmichael, we'll turn to the three of you who are on a lovely little shopping trip. Are you looking for anything specific, or just roaming around?
As Ava, who doesn't know what I would be looking for, and as Olivia, who doesn't know what I would be looking for, what am I looking for?
You come across this sort of like beady-eyed halfling who sort of like at full stature, this fully grown man is as tall as you, and maybe a bit shorter even, and he sort of is like stood over this stall that's like about up to here, and he's like, hello miss.
Hi.
What are you on the lookout for? You seem a bit
Things
lost.
to protect my brain. I started copying your accent because your accent sounds very fun, sir.
Well, this is you've come just to the right place. I have many a thing that could help you, but be a bit more specific. What do you seek? He kind of like does the I can't do it myself, but he does the thing where like like a coin jumps from knuckle to knuckle and back again.
Zelda, what did it feel like when your mind went not your mind?
I feel like I was trailing behind. I'm like, oh, what'd you find? What's all this?
Apparently he said that he could help us with something, but I have to be more specific. But because my mind's not been taken yet by the things that I don't really know what I'm looking for, but because you've had the experience.
He kind of just looks up at Evalda and drools a little. You're very tall.
You alright, mate? You're drooling. Wake up!
Let me fix that.
Yes, miss. What can I? What's?
Listen, if I was getting my mind taken over, right? Very scary. Don't let that happen to you. How would I prevent that? What would I need to do to keep myself protected?
Well, I suppose I could sort of kind of like takes your hand and like gives it a very gentlemanly kiss on the back of the hand.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my
Don't judge me! You see your Voda kind of just go, what was that? You just kissed my hand.
You have to ask for consent first before you do stuff like that.
I apologize. Well, something that can take over your mind, you say?
These 50 pounds you put. Excellent, thank you.
Well,
Mind
I have two such trinkets. One perhaps more helpful in your current circumstance, but I have this, and he kind of like does like a little flourish, and the coin that he's been sort of rolling back and forth across his knuckles, like vanishes, and a ring is now sort of dancing across his fingers. This ring can sort of protect your psyche from such harmful effects that would, compel you to do things you rather wouldn't.
I think that's what we're looking for, right?
It is a bit of a lesser effect. It mostly will protect your thoughts and.
I feel like any protection's good protection now, right?
Now, what do you think, Shock?
Yeah. I mean,
I have this other trinket if that interests you as well. But this one does come with a temporary downside. It will entirely block out any attempts to overtake your mind, but it will also render the wearer in a near vegetative state. Not physically, they'll still be able to locomote and whatnot, but mentally, they won't be present enough to. They won't be present enough to be controlled. It would be useless and ineffective.
What is that like?
I'm kind of cooking with that one.
Mechanically, it will set your int, whiz, and charisma to.
Whiz as well.
right?
Fuck,
No,
you
whiz
put
as
that
well.
on your velvet.
Oh.
How much for the both of them? Or how much are they each?
Well, the ring over there, that one will come to 450.
Oh.
And the mantle, that one will run you 1100.
I'm going to, you see your brother kind of just put the little braids of her hair back, and she just kind of like
Flutter your eyes
bats
at him right now.
flutters her eyelash and goes, how will you feel about doing it for 20 gold?
I can totally just imagine her like flexing like this as well, like.
She's like trying to be dainty, but it's actually just
You
flexing.
just
the
flex
muscle.
and like hold out 20 gold.
How about 20?
Do a JoJo pose.
You can certainly roll for it. You can certainly try.
In this time, Shark's kind of like
21. I need to clean this out of crumbs because I keep putting food in it.
in this time, Shark's kind of like patting his familiar and like gets one of the loose like owl feathers and like starts casting Identify on the two things.
Okay. Well, the first one is a 5e specific item, Ring of Mind Shielding, and the other one is a custom one. But it will set your int, whiz, and charisma while you've got the effect active. It will set your int, whiz, and charisma to 2, and use anything that would possess, control, do anything to your mental just will not work.
So it's a mind blank.
If we give it,
Throwing it on Dario.
if we give it to you, does your AC become 10 because you have a +5 and a -5?
He stops dodging, basically. Starts coughing it.
But yes, your mind will still be aware enough to know that you can deactivate that, obviously. Listen, miss. While you are very fine, you make a mockery of my business. 20 gold is a laughing stock at best.
What if let's put it on my tab. Put it on my tab. I'll pay it back.
10 gold,
That's
final
not-
offer.
That's not happening.
5 gold.
That's not
That's not happening. It's just not.
Please, pretty please.
I know. In all honesty, we definitely have enough for the ring, but I don't think we have enough for both of them.
That one is so cool. You put it on
Have you
Davio.
had it tested out before?
You put it on Davio. See how he works.
Do you need someone to try out stuff for you?
Everyone here.
That would be
uses
really
one of
interesting to
the
see what
three.
happens about your switches with that on. I really want to try it as well.
You know,
Marcus just
like when you're trying out new things that you've created and you want like other testing to be done, and then they take notes and they give it back.
I have
to you.
I have it on the highest authority that this has been thoroughly tested. Thank you.
MF stole it. Stole someone who actually
The highest
tested it.
authority in this town. My
Can
dad is
I-
currently recommending.
Just to be
Really
funny,
trust
can I
the
do an
highest
insight check to see if he's lying?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
No, never mind. He's telling the truth. That was a 7.
Seems like an honest businessman would never lie or deceive to sell products.
He'll kiss my hand without my consent. Is his head as big as my palm? Because I want to fucking. If he like harasses me again, it's gonna boom.
Basketball.
I got a dirty 20 on that insight. Is he?
He is. Let's see. Wait a second. Yeah, he thoroughly believes that his products are legit.
Well, I felt comfortable buying the ring, but like 1100 is a lot for the other one.
That's okay. You can just buy the rig then. Yes.
I guess we'll get the ring. But you know, sir, I feel like you'd be saving a lot of lives with that. What's it called? A mantle?
Do you have a rental fee, man?
Yeah,
Can
can
you
we
rent it out for 2
rent it
days?
out and then
Yeah,
bring it
20 for
back?
a day. Fine offer.
You know, I had a similar group like you try that on me. They said they were going to go for a rental, and it never came back. So no, not happening.
We were honest.
How dare they do that to you?
You know what?
Dishonesty is not.
You know what? If you track down those lying sons of bitches, the next time you come to my business,
What do they look like?
It's like a lot of fun. It's so damn.
What do they look like?
well, one's a tiefling fella. He's pretty tall, like 6 foot 4, 6 foot 5. Jacked up the wazoo. Definitely hits the gym every now and then. He's got these tattoos running down the left, like just the sleeves, and they've got this sort of like runic, like fire lingo on it. It's sort of like my primordial is a bit rusty, but I think it said something along the lines of through flame we are reborn or something. So that's one of those blokes. There was a really old woman. She was in her about 70s, 80s. She had a walking stick that was like twice her height. She was a halfling like me, and I was really upset that someone like that would con one of their own, you know.
That's really sad.
But yeah, she's so like 70s, 80s old woman. She's a halfling. She's got like a cane, quite tall. I think she had like a clouded over eye. She was partially blind in one eye. And there was another one. He was like a little bird fella. Didn't speak much, and when he spoke, he sort of sounded like he was making fun of me. But I guess a lot of them were rude, really. He had a little cloak, a bit too big for him. Always trailed behind him. Kept tripping over it. But that was them, and they asked for a rental, and I sort of, out of the kindness of my own heart, rented it out to them, and they never came back. So if you find them, the next time you come here, I might reconsider, but not today.
What did you give them for?
Huh?
What did you give them?
I gave them. It was a book. Some guy sold it to me. I didn't understand much of it, but the book basically went over like workouts and strength and like muscle building. It was just like a very in-depth book about how to do gains, and the big fella was after it, the tiefling guy. He was real keen on it, and he said, "I'll borrow it and I'll bring it back," and then he never brought it back. Like
Don't worry.
call
mate.
me a library. He took a book and then didn't return it. There's gonna be late fees now.
Don't worry, mate. We'll find him. We'll get you that book back. Easy.
I travel, so if we run into each other, let me know.
It's a deal then.
Do you have any other of these books?
No.
Or do you know anywhere to get them?
No, the guy that sold it to me, he said he didn't need it anymore, and I kind of believed him. Like, it was fucking swole as fuck.
What's your name, sir?
Drew.
Drew. Okay, Drew.
Listen here, big fella. I'll get you your book. Easy. Done.
Big fella, is that a joke about my height?
No, it's
I never
because
said
we
it was a
respect.
joke.
It's because we respect you a lot.
Oh.
You're also taller than me, I think.
Yeah, but you're little. You'll grow up and you'll be tall too.
I never said it was a joke, did I? If I
Haven't
did,
grown up in a
I
while.
laugh.
That's true enough.
For example, I
So the
got
ring then?
Yeah. For today, I think we'll get the ring, please, sir.
Yeah,
450.
450.
I got a joke for you, by the way.
I think that's
You wanna like this
45
one, Drew?
platinum. Is that 45
Hey, I'll do you one better. If you find those scumbags and bring back the book, I'll give you 100 of this gold that you're spending now back.
Okay.
I give you 45 platinum, just like.
Cancel up. Pleasure doing business.
That's right.
Alright.
And you've got yourself a deal, sir.
I got a joke for you, mate. Before we go.
Yeah, what's up?
Wait, knock knock.
Who's there?
I eat him up.
I eat my poo.
You see your vote just like laugh and then start walking off, and as she walks off, she like walks behind her and goes. She goes like and walks off.
I'll write poetry about you, miss.
Do our feminine wows never run out?
I'll write poetry about you, miss, after that. What the
That's called feminine wows. It works every time.
What about the feminine wild knots? Oh, my fucking God.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
So yeah, add on a ring of mind shielding. Mild shielding.
Yep.
It only
my
shields you
pen
from
comes back
lemon
to
pepper
life.
from
If we
Nando's.
don't want to like keep going with this bit, do we want to just have another like a run through any of the stores to see if there's anything of value?
If you'd like to.
I mean,
Sure. If
Unless
you
we
guys
just-
want to just quickly roll an investigation check or something.
unless you just want
See if
the
you come
ring.
across anything.
I mean, if we can find something else very quickly, but we don't need to roleplay it out. Investigation?
6.
18.
No.
No. The dice are
I'm
not.
thinking about the books.
Yeah, I know. I know you are.
I see.
I know you are.
There's stores that say
18.
mind blocking spells. I'm like, huh?
18.
18.
Yeah, you'd come across a little potion stall. A little potion stall. And the potion stall's run by this really like tall furball who but everything is like really tiny. So it's just comically like he's like got a little glass beaker and like he's like holding it like
I've seen Entangled where the big dude collects tiny unicorns.
Hello.
Hey,
What can I do for you?
do you have any like potions or something that can protect your mind
I made one a few days ago.
How
You
much?
want
How much is it, sir?
this one's 75.
Okay.
Okay. How many did you want? Just the one.
Oh, I'm trying to do math really quick in my brain. How much for 5?
I don't have 5, I have 2.
I'd take both of them then.
Okay, that's 150.
Okay.
Remind me, Theo. Intellect Fortress at what level?
3rd.
Should just base. No. Okay.
And what is the potion?
It is a potion of psychic resistance.
Okay.
2 potions of psychic resistance.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate your help.
All well and good until he throws a fireball at us.
There's just one really quick thing we have to do, and I'm just gonna say it, like, just ask. Can I get a magical girl outfit? And if Abra wants one too, would she like one?
Oh yeah.
Done.
How much for that?
How much do you? How good do you want it to be?
What I'm wearing?
Sailor.
Top of the line?
I want
Do you want it with inseams?
How much does 20
Yeah.
get you?
What would have Jan want?
Oh, what?
Can I be like, you know,
That means they
like,
can literally have a transformation sequence.
you know, like Tekna from Lynx? Could I have something like that?
So you're spending 20 per person.
I have 20 gold all up.
Okay. You're,
I could do 20 per person.
okay. Yeah, you get like a really good
Surely
line.
Sailor Mars.
For Avion.
Yeah.
Sailor Mars for Avion.
Okay.
You want Tekno?
A Techno from Lynx.
Uh-huh.
And
I will think of mine and then I'll say what I'm thinking.
Okay. So you spend 20 gold each, and you're spending for Avian as well.
yeah.
So that's 40 gold, 20 gold, 20 gold. So 40 and you're 20 from you. And you buy some lovely custom adjusted magical girl transformation outfits.
Yippee!
Okay, they're like an airbag.
Anything else from the 3 of you?
No, that was just the flavor thing I wanted to do.
I think that's us done.
Okay, we'll turn to the 2 that are going to the hardware store.
Sometimes walking along eating what looks like a bag of chips they bought.
I'm sorry about before.
I hardly see what you mean.
You're doing a different voice. I didn't notice when I called you Vesimo. What do you want to be called now, sorry?
I don't really care. It's not really much of your concern at this point. Trust me, so I'll keep doing the same work.
I figured I'd play along as best I can.
Call me
I
Mark. Then call me Marcus.
Marcus it is. Sorry, I find it hard to tell.
I understand. I take it faces aren't your strong suit. Right?
Not really, no. Again, I differentiate you all based on your intents. How you're most likely to act.
An impressive skill.
Oh,
Do you ever think it'll let you see further into the future?
I mean, technically I can, but the further you go, the more noise and more possibilities, more just nonsense there is. After more than about 2 or 3 seconds, it's just a mess. It's possible to distinguish.
A useful skill to have. Do let me know if you ever perfect it.
It's not something I've been learning, it's just something I was born with. I just see the world differently.
You suppose that's what let you break free of this control you feel?
It might be, yes.
That sounds like exactly what you need to develop to achieve your goals.
I don't think I can, though. I don't even know how I ended up with it.
That's the beauty of it, isn't it? No one exactly understands magic. They just know how to do it and how it works. They know the input and the output, but not the middle bit. The space in between. Maybe Davio does, but
Maybe I'll talk to him.
always worth picking his brains.
Sometimes has something insightful to say. Sometimes.
You come to a lovely little franchise, lovely little hardware franchise store.
What's the name?
Riveting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Riveting, established 443.
Riveting information.
Riveting information.
Same thing but louder, I guess. At least I know you were laughing at the fact that it was repeated.
I am laughing at the fact that it was repeated, not a... Well,
just
mate, what
me,
can
me
I get for you?
agreeing with you.
What are you after?
Oh, hello.
Do you have any rivets?
No,
I'm not here.
the store called Riveting does not have rivets.
Of course not.
I was looking to purchase a couple of sets of tools.
Of course.
I'm in need of a set of tinker's tools and a set of alchemist's supplies.
That can be arranged.
And beyond that, we're just going to have a bit of a look around, if that's alright.
I'll put those to the side for you when you come to pay with the rest of your supplies. You can just pay for them there.
Thank you kindly.
No worries.
When you purchase some things at Bunnings and you get put on a list by the federal police.
I had the cops shot my house up my house one time when we ran out of what was it? Sodium carbonate, which is for raising the pH of the pool. We had to buy out the entirety of like a Bunnings worth.
Oh my god.
And the cops showed up at my house about 2 hours later.
That's a bonkers story. That's insane.
Why? I work at a pool, mate. Oh. Shit. Have a good one. Is that how it went?
Pretty much. Oh no, the cops ended up at the pool after they were redirected, but
I like that they tracked it back to you though, that's kind of fun. Did you figure out it was the card or the
I don't know.
Face ID on Bunnings? That always gets me.
Impossible
They're
to know.
smart like that.
Why
yes.
always with balaclava when jumping
When I go to Bunnings.
High-vis tradie.
They track plenty of things. It's not hard for
Oh,
them.
sorry, my nose was
No.
You can see there's just a lovely little stall off to the side in this hardware store, giving out free snags.
Free?
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 Oh my god, this really is a fantasy world.
Yeah.
The economy must be in shambles. Freeze.
Isn't that 90% of Bunnings' income?
I should clarify, the first one's free.
Oh. And you can't stop it just
They get you
one.
hooked.
Yeah.
Marcus
There's
absolutely-
Aether in those
Marcus-
snags.
Yeah, Marcus absolutely wades over there and has like at least 2 of the greasy things.
Solomon's downing snags in the front.
a fake creature that hands you
second one?
snags, but it's just issues. All of your plans just have a bunch of issues. from
And your
that.
husband?
So be it. Buys you a
You want
snag.
one?
No, I ate earlier. Thank you there.
Hands you a snag.
Hands you a snag, walks up, takes it from you. To have a second one for free.
But yes, I'd like to go for a run around, get some fertilizer and some
How
like,
much?
How many explosives can you make? We never figured this out.
I can magically manifest them, but they only last a couple of hours.
We need to-
If we're making it from scratch, we want it to actually like.
We're making from scratch. Okay, I thought we were going magical manifestation.
Oh no, I can just fucking do that. We don't need to go to the shop for that.
That's so concerning. In which case, do I know roughly what a suspicious amount of fertilizer looks like?
Well,
Roll an intelligence check.
since we told the government already, we should be fine.
You told one guy who has like a mediocre level position in the government.
Me when I tell the traffic clerk.
The valet guy.
The Pentagon, love.
Pentagon.
Yeah,
gave
you didn't
you
tell the
warning.
government. You told like the fucking receptionist at like
I like services.
at, like,
eh?
yeah, at the Alex Centrelink.
You work for the government, right? Yeah. Hey, take this, liberal. No, not the current government. Like the government is an entity. Send Malcolm Turnbull my regards.
It's the worst form of government protest in the world.
Just imagine like a revolutionary killing random service workers thinking they're doing God's work.
Just killing the person who takes the pictures of the driver's license plates.
And blowing up garbage trucks in the street, being like, I'm making a difference. No, you're a fucking wasteman.
You guys are just describing Vantra.
It's like runs into a bus, deaf to ScoMo. What? They're privately owned now.
Okay, bringing us back to attention. How much fertilizer do you want?
He'll get like a trolley's worth.
just buy them out.
A sentence I never thought I'd have to ask.
He'll get like
buy all of their fertilizer.
he'll get like one industrial shipment. Not enough to make it look like he runs a big company, but enough to be like, yeah, I run a company. What do you mean? We need fertilizer for my pipes.
It makes a great insunator.
Exactly. I don't know.
Tell me in a gold spending amount. How much gold do you want to spend?
like 40 gold.
40 gold? Yeah, we can do 40 gold.
I don't know. Is that a non-suspicious amount? We're getting a lot more.
I mean, I
gold
assume
fertilizer.
we'll be going to a different fantasy Bunnings. We'll go to like fantasy
Oh, you're shopping around.
fantasy masters.
Yeah, you never buy all of it at one place, otherwise you get it hamished.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna buy a bit everywhere.
Wouldn't have mattered.
I learned
credit card
that
trade.
from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I know.
That's a reference for you, man.
You gotta shop around. You go to a few
Otherwise,
places.
Heisenberg's gonna meet you in the parking lot.
Stay out of my
territory.
Bad end.
He'll lecture me.
Off topic, but the magical girl outfit inspiration I'm doing for you, Rhoda, is just the Manuka Magica, like the pink dress.
I don't know if you were aware.
I heard while I was out, and I just want to say the idea of a magical girl transformation sequence going from Davio into Avian is one of my favorite things.
If there's anything anyone ever animates ever, it needs to be that.
For you.
Oh, Sailor Mars, right? Yeah.
Dario Prison Tower, wake up, make up, sorry.
I would like if I ever get like an animation commission,
Yeah,
like,
we
that
need-
would be what I want.
We need to see like an in-game versus like in-character thing, and like in-game it's just like with the headband, and in character.
No, it'd be like the start of like a Superman sequence where he like pulls off the glasses and then it just fucking devolves into it. Yeah, so 40 gold worth of fertilizer. Yeah,
Sure.
easily enough acquired.
Yeah, it's like 4 bags or something.
Yeah.
One time's just pushing a sack truck around.
Anything else?
No, I think that'll be alright.
Okay, altogether that comes to 65 gold with the tools and everything.
One time pays.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
I need to.
Cool. You have 40 gold worth of fertilizer and your tools.
And my tools.
I'm
Yes.
holding. You take the tools and put the
take the
fertilizer in
tools.
the bag.
Thank you. The next stop is Fantasy Maya 10.
Fantasy Maya.
Fantasy Maya 10.
Yeah.
I'm happy to let you guys roleplay this. I don't hate until stab.
Oh yes, we'll go to a few different places and get
I can't believe there's no nail item for fertilizer. That's crazy.
get a bunch of carbohydrates, and
You just tell me how much in what gold quantities you're buying it, man.
So what carbohydrates? What sugar?
or hydrocarbons,
Yeah.
more specifically. Things with hydrogen and carbon in them.
Anything.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sugar or something like that.
And some catalyst. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll run around, get all the bits we need.
What's your total spending? You spend
Look, I wanna with alchemy supply proficiency, I'd know the ratio
Yep.
more or less, wouldn't I? So just enough to
to turn the 40.
yeah.
Okay, so spend another 60 gold. I reckon,
Okay.
To get the remaining.
You doing that or
Yeah, I'll do that.
total 100 then?
Yeah.
I will make it weigh 100 in the bag of holding as well.
Sweet.
60 gold.
That's incredible, Olivia.
Alrighty then. I think that's everything.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Well, with a lot of you, I assume, eventually reconvene at your place of residence, having done your little shopping trips.
Do you want to give her outfit, or do you want me to give her outfit?
We should do it together.
Okay.
Please start your from that. I want to see how bad it is.
Avian.
Yes.
We
What
have
is that?
something for you.
Oh, really? Did you find things to help with the mind?
Yeah, there's something even better than that, actually.
Okay, better than that.
And I just kind of give her the folded magical girl outfit.
What is this?
It helps fight crime better.
This is very pretty. Is this for me? Really?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is so nice. I don't know if I've ever worn anything like this. Not to mention in someone else's body, but even when I was in my own body, I don't know if I had.
You look great.
You think?
Yeah.
It's not too colorful for me.
No.
I feel like I'm a colorless person.
Not to me. Not to me, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think you're very colourful.
How can people have no color?
Well, I think
Well,
sometimes.
you have color actually.
All my clothes do.
No, the inside of you does. But that's another conversation we can have another
Well,
time.
we did-
Everybody has color on the inside.
I just think some people are they have colorful energies. Like I think both of you have very colorful energies, but I feel like mine is kind of gray.
Muted color is still a
Definitely
color.
not great.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, well,
We also have this ring, and we have these 2 potions of psychic resistance that a very friendly furbog need them. And there was also another thing, but like it was way too expensive, so we made a deal and we're gonna get his book back, and then he'll start the rental service again. And his name is Drew, and he was a very friendly halfling man.
okay.
He was a bit weird. He kept kissing my hand and drooling and stuff. I think he's a
Oh.
bit, I feel like maybe he's a bit, how you say, tired all the time, doing weird stuff like that.
Yes, I see.
Tired is a word for it.
Well, we got a gem. This is all we could. We did not do much. We told Carmichael about what's happening,
Oh,
and we
so
got
he
the
wasn't
gem.
taken.
He was not taken. He is
Okay.
okay. But we got the gem, and this helps protect people as well, but only one person. So
I'm
that,
glad it
that's
worked
what happened.
out.
Well, yeah, we have 2 potions of psychic resistance that can help 2 people, and this ring can help 1 person as well.
Okay. Good.
So
yes.
that's 4, I guess, if you count the gem.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
It works out in the end.
Well, I'm going to rush to the bedroom and try this on. I think Davio and I switched kind of recently, so we might have more time.
Okay.
But we need to make sure I switch back. I need to make sure I switch back before, because he's from the last time I switched. It seems like he's going through a lot of stress right now. I did not want to add anything more.
It's fine. We'll just say it's meant to enhance magical capabilities. It's okay. We got
got
it.
it for
I'll take
free.
the blame. I purchased it.
I'm gonna go, and she like skips off into the room,
Does it go to the bathroom or the bedroom?
the bedroom.
Okay. So, what are 1, 2, 3, 4 up to?
Trying to hide my jealousy.
I was saying, where's Miss Bailey's magical girl outfit?
Envy, thank you very much.
We can tell you which store we got it from if you want to buy one.
What kind of magical outfit would you like?
I don't know. I'd probably like to be part of the process of making this.
You like seamstressing?
I don't know how to do that, but
Peacock.
I think it would be fun.
yes, we are also in a hostage situation. But
Doesn't mean you can't look good while doing it.
That is true.
mhm.
You gotta leave a good impression on the opposition, you know?
Terrorism never
They're like, wow, they're so beautiful. How can I resist? You
I'm
know?
gonna write down where we got it from and hand it to Nathaniel and go, if you want to get one, this is what you got it from. I want to go take a nap.
Oh.
And I'm gonna take
Night.
a nap. Good night. I'm gonna take a nap so I can take
Yeah,
a
you want
short
to take a
rest.
short rest?
Well, just before you nap, Avian steps out of the room. So, what color was the thing?
We said it was Sailor Mars, right?
Yeah, so like
you
a
We
can
can just
regular-
decide, like, how. it
No,
looks.
but I want them to have chosen it.
I think more reddy orange. Because
Ready orange, yeah.
I
Okay.
see red on.
So I step out in this like this red/orange outfit. It's got lots of frills on it. It's like it's kind of like a little bit tight and like a tiny bit like ill-fitting because there's like sort of muscles that it's kind of like pressing into a little bit. It's kind of showing like Davio's body's a little more fit than you expect from how scrawny he seems.
You're gonna say something else. Oh.
And so it fits kind of like in weird places. But I mean, like obviously her hair is down, but it's like it looks like she's kind of tried to tie up little bits of her hair and stuff, but it's kind of abandoned that halfway through.
Is this well?
You look great.
You think so?
You look so pretty.
Okay, it shows off a lot of legs, and Davio does not shave his legs, so.
No, he'll be fine. You
Who
look
cares
great.
about shaving anyway?
Well, yes, I agree. It is. I just think. I don't know. I think it kind of looks good.
You look great.
It feels interesting. It's a little tough to move around in, and it feels like it does not take into account the man's anatomy very well. But other than that, it is very nice.
You look great.
Well, thank you both. That is so nice that you thought of me at all.
I rolled to hit tilt.
Nathaniel, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Karen's the
Wait, no!
You're so jealous.
That's not how to fix the outfit. Wait.
Anyway, you wrote a rule with that. Go and take
Okay,
it out.
I will go and take off the costume
Why?
because I don't want Davio to switch when I move.
Would be funny.
It would be funny, but it would.
I told Zim that the sentence I've had to say tonight is, okay, how much fertilizer do you buy? And Zim responded with, they're building a bomb, all excited. And I said, yeah. And then he said, I think we all have brain damage. We hear fertilizer and think bomb.
I did not think so.
Corrections in you think. I don't.
I don't think Zim's watching.
Oh well.
See,
Get on stream Zim.
I didn't realize. I didn't realize that fertilizer was like your legitimate ingredients for a bomb. And in my mind, when you originally said fertilizer, I thought it was like buying something mundane that you were magically transforming into a bomb. But yeah, like I didn't realize at the time. Yeah, literally, you just buy.
There is, yeah.
For a bomb.
For legal reasons, we do not know how to make
Yeah, no,
anything like that. We don't know
legal
what that
reasons.
is.
Dice Revolution LLC does not
I don't understand what's going on.
Just in case someone
does
sees
not
this.
condone Hamish Lindsay's actions. And
Well, good dogs.
Government
You're gonna
name.
give dogs.
I'm already on a watch list, it's fine.
we do not know this man for all legal purposes. Let the record state.
I'm gonna be editing a lot of thumbnails tonight, changing Hamish's face and
Just scribble it out.
Yeah.
Dear.
Play a fantasy game, they said. You can recreate such an interesting fantasy moment, such as fantasy
This is our
terrorism.
first terrorist act.
I know.
It's not terrorism.
That
it's,
needs to go in quotes. Somebody.
it's negotiating. Please,
It's
just
pro-government.
Where were we? This session's
Talking
been very
about
silly.
what the other three were doing.
Yes.
Because
Any
Henry
preparations?
was being jealous. So,
Oh.
well,
I'll need to get some like wires and stuff, which I can probably buy from Fantasy Jacker.
Fantasy Stratford.
What are you doing?
Napping on the balcony again.
Napping on the balcony.
yeah, Aver's changed into
It's
magical
loud
girl
inside.
gown, and she's just like spinning around the airs, like.
I'll roll for
That's how she learns to fly.
Sure.
She just propels off the ground with this the
Helicopter.
the mesh. The mesh of the skirt starts spinning at such high RPM that she lifts off the ground.
Oh. I don't know how to get down.
It actually becomes a horror movie. She becomes the girl from like Hereditary. She just like hovers into the air.
You see,
That's fucking terrifying. Just imagine Average just like very creepily levitating with like scratchy violin music playing, and she just darts at you.
when we start planning out stuff, Iroda will be wearing this very reminiscent of like the pink Miracle Magica, kind of like a really frilly, like extremely like cutesy feminine outfit, but she's really muscly and tall, so it doesn't look weird, but it's like a jarring, like she's very muscular, she's wearing this very cutesy outfit. She's like, how do I do it? She's done her hair. she's cut her hair, so now it's in like a bun instead of like a massive braid. So she's done it into 2 like pigtails.
You're like Sakura from Danganronpa. Google image search it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already been done, definitely.
Oh, yeah. I think I've mentioned it while recommending
Many
other
times,
things.
yeah.
Anyhow.
Yeah,
You're
something
making
like
bombs.
that.
You're taking a nap. You're spinning around in
Hang
your
on.
dress.
No, we just clarified that I'm not doing that.
Oh, you're not making bombs.
We're getting wires.
Wait, what was the clarification?
We were asking what you were doing whilst we were doing magical girl stuff.
No, like the out of character.
You're negotiating.
That's in character as well.
No, well, I don't know.
Out
what
of
you're doing.
character.
The
You
unendorsement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dice Rev does not endorse making bombs.
Oh, true. Yes.
All right.
You're not making bombs. You're taking a nap on the balcony. You're spinning around. You're
Bombs and napalm.
I'm just looking wistfully at the costume.
you're being jealous. Anything else?
I'm
We
looking
can
for a big.
prepare your outfit.
I'm just very good at drawing.
Go by
You're very good
the
at
go by the fabric from Fantasy Spotlight.
I don't think Nithai could focus on that right now.
What's your favorite focus on?
Yeah. That's in order. Order.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
This is so easy.
I don't really know a lot about you actually, Nathalie.
Yeah.
Try.
I know that you dream things and they happen. And
Yes, I don't
that
know
like your
about
eye
that part
thing
either.
is similar to a person I saw on my island once. And then they disappear. That's all I know about you. So
That might be a good thing.
I don't
Haven't
think so.
decided yet.
I'd like to know more about you. While we have the time before we have to go.
What would you like to know? Dona's favorite color. It's
When
always
you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up? Did you always wanted to paint? Or that was a really bad way of saying that question, but because you paint really well, but I don't know if that's always what you always wanted to be. Before all the bad stuff happened to you.
What was the thing? What was the sport we played in campaign 1?
Battle Arena?
Like Battle Arena?
I wanted to perform in Battle Arena when I was around a bit younger than you.
What's Battle Arena?
It's a sport they do in Arin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite contestant?
Were you really into like sport and stuff?
Oh, I wasn't good at it, but it looked fun. Have you heard of the contestant Mindbender?
People in the orphanage used to shout that. I remember.
Yes.
I don't know why I didn't get it, but
I don't have a battle arena where I'm from, so I don't
Oh,
actually.
it didn't happen in Corona either, but it was shown there.
Like I don't really have like a thing to show imagery and stuff in my house, so we kind of like sing a lot and tell tales and like I guess played with one another in the kind of imaginative sense, but we've never had anything that we can see from the outside world, which is why I'm exploring. So
Where are you from?
Laklasa? It's like a little island that's not too far away from Corona, I guess, but it's quite quiet. Not many people come out that way, which is why it's interesting that my parents running in, but they said that in case anyone were to pop by, they would always have a place to stay.
And your parents are still there?
Mm-hmm. We apparently just come back from the war a couple of years ago, actually.
Is that actually where you heard about prophecies and stuff? Wait, no, that's when Jacques heard it in the Feywild. This is confusing.
Yeah. But I kind of just grew up there, and the lectures were boring, and sometimes my friends at my age did not want to play with me, but the air friend always played with me, so they said I always talk too much. But I can't change that, can I? I like talking. Communicating's good.
A lot of people, when they are told that when they are young, they get quieter, and it is a big disappointment because that is hard to undo to someone. So it's good that you kept it up.
Yeah.
I had
I like the sound of my voice.
I had a friend of mine, one of my closest companions, who was, when I started to know her, it was on the end of that, and she was a very quiet person. But as someone who was very close to her, I would have rather have heard her talk and laugh a lot more.
Yeah.
It's always good when someone you care about, you get to hear more of them. So it is always a good thing to talk because it does more good than bad. The people that would be annoyed by your voice, you don't want to impress those people anyway.
They're just kind of boring. They want to stay on the island all the time. Like, why wouldn't you want to go and explore? And see if the tales they told us were true. Anyway, that was talking a lot about me. I was trying to find out about you, so sorry about that.
I'm good at doing that.
Yeah, I've noticed now. Do you think we can save Chandra?
I really don't like people who can get into mines. It's like there's so many things everywhere that's out of your control. You think your mind is the only thing you can keep to yourself, but then it doesn't feel right when other people can control that too.
Yeah.
So maybe I should just welcome it? Like, I know this is something that's gonna happen, but I'm not scared of it.
Not being scared of it sometimes surprises them.
Okay.
Do you like us?
Good question.
Yes, no.
Oh, you gotta pick now. It says yes, no.
We have not known each other for so long, and there has been a lot of ups and downs that I would not be offended no matter what the answer is, but just to get to know you, I want to know what your tolerance for liking someone is, and how you would act if you do like them. So do you?
I think I do. You're all quite curious people.
Do you like us, or are you interested in us?
Isn't that the same thing? It's the same thing for me.
Interesting. Not for me.
Oh.
I'm very interested by a lot of people that I do not like.
As a... Oh, wait.
Okay, it's not entirely the same thing. Like, Lint is a horrific person, but he still interests me, but I also like the fact that he interests me. But I also recognize he's a horrific person. But saying that some of you also are horrific people, me included in a way.
We're not in the room. We're not in the room.
Yeah,
So what you mean?
I'm still referring to everyone. It doesn't matter if you're not here.
What the fuck did I do?
Horrific.
It's not everyone. It's just some people. I think.
Diagnosed with horrific.
Diagnosed with horrific backstory.
I didn't know it would be that complicated an answer. I thought you would have known.
Well, people are pretty complicated.
That is true. Well, I like you. I don't know if that is going unspoken, but I am going to speak it.
Why?
I know. Does there always have to be a reason why? Can't people just like somebody from the vibe that they get? Because
I
that's
guess,
also not wrong.
I like
That
talking
kind of
to
feels naive, but now I kind of get what Vesela was talking about. don't worry.
Okay.
Well, I like that you seem honest to me, and I like that when someone asks you something or talks to you about something, you are honest in a way that if you don't want to be honest, you would tell them. I think that is respectable in its own right.
Yeah, I kind of gave up giving a fuck about what people think. It's how it works.
But a lot of people say that, and then they just use that as an excuse to be mean to people. But you do not do that.
I can be mean to people.
Oh, you can, but I do not see you do it often. It is not a default to you, it doesn't seem.
Yes. I guess that means I do like you.
Right.
He likes that.
That's exciting.
Because I am not mean to you.
It's a start.
That's where the bar is.
Well, it's a start. You can find more things later.
Yes, I can.
This was fun.
Alright. As a sort of reminder for you all and a point of order for you to think about, who's getting the Ring of Mind Shielding, 2 potions, the little bead of Intellect Fortress? How are you distributing those things?
Who really needs their brain to do stuff?
I feel like the gem's probably the best one out of them, right? And the ring, I guess. So those 2 should go to the weakest of mind / most important to the plan, whatever they do.
Well, the Ring of Mind Shielding is the best one because it just stops it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Intellect Fortress just gives you advantage, so it's good if you have a baseline, and it's an advantage on int with charisma.
Checks
And
or
also
saves or what?
saving throws,
Just
and also
saves?
resistance to psychic damage.
Okay.
Okay, so
So I reckon.
who
We have the
genuinely
weakest
needs to-
wisdoms.
Well, yeah, we've got some pretty bad wisdoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would I need?
So yeah, you've got 4 resources here amongst the 7 of you. The 2 potion, the ring, and the bead.
You may
Can
not
I
need me.
identify the potion?
Yeah, they're literally like psychic damage resistance potions.
I feel like it could be bad if Davio's
I think
convinced.
because it's about genre, you might be more important, or one of the more important ones at least.
And like, who knows what Davio would do if she got the hold of him as a resource. So
Interesting though, because does she only get control of Davio? What happens when they switch?
it's interesting for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll beat your ass if I have to.
That'd be an
But I
interesting
think logically,
I'm willing to beat the shit out of Davio for science.
maybe
This is a
Davio should get the ring,
sacrifice I'm willing to make.
and the gem should go to
Someone with not a negative wisdom, I think. Because,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
The
like
advantage for them doing much.
It's yours.
14.
Okay.
Maybe 12.
I feel like maybe it should go to Versimo / Marcus
is
Miller
Versimo?
Yeah, who's this one?
because, well, I mean, I guess this is more meta knowledge, but because you've been convinced in the past, and it caused us a lot of
That's a
anguish.
very good point.
So I
It
think
was a pain in the ass when I was mind controlled, is what you're saying.
yeah, because you're the one who's going to do the most about it if you are mind controlled. So
So then in saying that, should Yavoda get one of the potions? of
yeah,
psychic
so I think
resistance?
you get the gem, I get the ring. Potion. How many more potions do we have?
One more.
One more potion. And what does the potion give again?
Just psychic
resistance.
resistance.
Oh, okay,
Immunity,
so-
right?
No resistance.
Oh, just
So
the potions.
The potions are
who has
Psychic
you
damage
have
resistance.
really low health, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
psychic damage. So we should probably give the last potion.
okay.
to-
So the 2 potions are going. So somewhere the 2 of you should write down here a potion of psychic damage resistance. If it's, I can't remember if it's if you write them. If it's not, just write it down. It lasts an hour. You have a bead that will give you Intellect Fortress, and you
I
have a
the
Ring of Mind Shielding.
Yeah, I'm adding for that yet, dude. Just keep track.
First time, baby.
No, so just put it in your miscellaneous items.
We're the only 2 in the action next time.
It's essentially like
We
a
didn't go to that
chronergy
meeting.
thing that allows you to store a spell in stasis.
And you're just cool.
You have a +7.
I will not cause trouble if I am mind controlled. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, man with bomb in, like, literal explosives in bag.
It's just like bomb. It is nearing like maybe just to give you some time if you have any other preparations to make, maybe like an hour out from midnight.
I'll have to short rest to attune to it, right?
You don't have to short rest. You can just take the time.
Okay.
Yeah. And also,
Yeah, do that.
so you could have, like during the afternoon, evening time, you could have attuned to it. So
Okay.
That's no.
How long does it take us to get there?
20 minutes, 27 minutes.
27 minutes.
Okay.
Also, if anyone needs any mundane items, like nothing too extravagant, I can paint it and make it real, because that's the gift Chandra gave me. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did create that horrific painting that became 3D.
Oh, if
Yeah, what do you
anyone,
think about prophecies now?
if anyone wants to not feel sad and smile, I got that one covered.
Oh, I thought you no. I thought you were gonna just paint a smile with a pigment on someone's face.
Joker.
Oh, oh,
I got that one covered.
oh. Would you just make a second mouth though?
Yes, it would graft a second mouth.
Yeah.
God.
I'm gonna
A permanently smiling second mouth onto the face.
Yoda steps out in a magical bell garb and goes, if anyone needs my magical help, I'm here.
Yeah, Average just had the gown on like
Divine
since the
boon.
afternoon, just like
Every time Yoda flexes, there's a vine boom.
Do you think this will look good for Shauna when we see Shauna?
I think so.
Yeah. Nice.
Justified my face as well.
the Regis Slay.
I just realized if I die wearing the Ring of Mind Shielding, my soul enters it.
Yep.
Which opens a whole can of worms about how
Yeah.
my character works.
It'll fix you.
It might, like...
Depends which
We
one you
could kill
die as.
Albion right now.
Let's not do
Or you could kill both of
But
them.
it would kill the body, so that means Davio's soul would then just escape into the
Bang.
world.
Well,
Bang, right? We've established bang is bad.
It might be a bang. There might be a bang.
That's not gonna happen.
Hey,
though.
hey,
It's
Hey,
not
that might
gonna-
also happen when you die.
I was gonna
either.
say,
It-
hey,
it
if
could-
Davio dies, we're probably not
Knock
winning the
on
fight.
wood.
It could very well be that both
Welcome
souls
wood.
trying to go into the ring create another soul
Oh,
transference
God.
explosion.
Yo,
Why are we putting this option
We
into
have
the
a nuke, I
atmosphere?
guess.
We might have a nuke, and the nuke is me dying.
Well,
My
then I'm
character-
taking the ring
That could have been the
Well,
case.
we don't know this.
That could have been the case since we first met you, though, as well.
Sorry?
That could have been the case since we first met you, though, as well.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Anywho,
Me and the boys
Ready
hiding in the
to
room
go,
where Davio explodes.
ready to go, team.
ready to descend into
Hi.
the
The two
depths.
genie will lock the safe because they can just go. Whoop, let me play.
Yes, of
You
course.
hop in your bag.
It's a little sack race.
I feel like it'd just be like the start of the world of light, where everyone just like, I'll use my ability that blocks everything. Just get annihilated. Ready to go.
A lot of you begin descending back to the
Factory. Yes.
no, to the meeting place.
Oh, hang on.
Have they planted the bombs yet?
Yeah, we haven't planted the
Oh,
bombs.
yes, you've got to go plant
You've
your
got to plant the bombs.
Yes, yes.
Do I need to make a check to plant bombs, make bomb?
If you're trying to do it stealthily, maybe a stealth roll.
I will happily.
Yippee. We're both going to sneaky.
Dumbasses didn't even get me on board
Child, you know how to bomb.
with stealth.
Kidding, I know.
What?
I think it was an open invite.
Yeah, it was an open invite.
If anyone,
Sleeping on the balcony.
I'm not gonna wake you up. No,
Oh, well,
it's rude.
I was failing the mission because that fucking torture boy over here didn't want to be rude.
yeah, I was
I
gonna
know,
say,
right?
I was gonna say, lops off people's fingers. Doesn't want to wake up the cat.
what'd you roll?
I rolled a 22.
22. There's one question I have for you. How are you planning on remote detonating this?
What's that?
What was your plan on remote detonation?
With a remote detonator.
Where'd you get one?
Yep. I make one. I have Tinker Tools.
Okay.
Welcome to Creation Bar. What's your song of creation for remote detonation?
Look, in my pack, I have some leather, a little bag of sand, and a piece of chalk and
God willing, this will detonate a bomb.
As if
a pigeon and some sealing wax.
You're just
and I use my
just a fucking 40k orc. It's just like, yes, monkey crayon, Play-Doh.
As if you don't do a secret roll that for now only Thea can see of tinkering, trying to make the detonator, and we don't find out until you try to use the detonator if it works.
Absolutely should.
Like Thea takes a picture of the die you roll.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely should.
Hamish having faith in his die rolls.
Manifest
Hold on, close your
interest.
eyes, everyone. No one else looks.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Manifest and we trust.
Could be anything. Could be anything.
Considering Thea's face, I reckon it's less than a 5.
And then do you want to roll this again for the other detonator? You said you wanted to make 2, right?
One's a fake, right?
Or,
But you
actually, I
could
make 3 all up.
Okay, do
Quietly.
you want to roll 2 more times?
Yes.
The fake detonator's going to work better than the real one.
Yes. All right. There's number 2, and there's number 3.
Stop! Knowing Hamish, that's 3 1s. You'd be like,
I have a feeling
I've
we're
got
gonna
3,
make
2,
it out of
1.
this.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
It's gonna be shockingly
Exactly, that's how
bad.
it works, right? Versimo plants the first bomb and it explodes. He just like puts it down and it's like one of those cartoons where nothing happens.
So I also need you to tell me one more thing. Of those 3 rolls, which one was the real detonator?
The second one.
Okay.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay. And who has these detonators? All 3 of them are on you?
All 3 are on me for now.
Okay.
So the detonators just explode because they detonate. That's the job.
We planted the detonators and are carrying the bombs.
What is today's session? Today's session is really silly goofy.
What Pia needs to do is
It's the
gently tap
bomb.
on the bomb and the detonators explode instead.
We're having a blast.
That's the name of our episode, having a blast.
That's good. I'm getting running around.
Okay. Bombs planted.
Anything?
You can't just say
Bomb
It's like
has been
Bogo's
planted.
bomb.
I was starting this in bombs planted, detonators made.
Are
You
you
would
ready
choose-
to go?
You and she
Bulbous
to do a
did.
twirly magical ghost goes, hi!
Okay.
Hey guys, we gotta
People
rush
have been there before. Please lead the way.
We're playing Counter-Strike.
Spike planted.
I don't know.
This is your mission. You lead the way.
I don't know if it was me that went there the
Oh,
first
maybe
time.
Jacques
Oh,
lead the
that's
way?
right.
Jacques knows where to go.
Lead
Yeah.
the way, Jacques.
Follow Jacques.
Have you guys come home, or are you guys still?
If we have time, yes, we'd like to meet up with you guys.
Yes.
And I will do the classical reconnaissance with Ziket.
Saint Nathali,
Yes.
would you like to hold on to the real detonator for me?
The real one.
The real one. I have a fake. I'm going to brandish it at Pyre, make all the big threats and whatnot. They're all real. I want her to be looking at this one. I want her to be thinking it's the only one we have. Keep yours to yourself, keep it quiet. It seems as though I've been compromised in any way at any point. You use it, yes?
Sure. Are you sure you want to be the one with the decoy and...
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, if that's your plan.
If I don't know, then I can't think about it.
We're ahead doing recon.
Yeah, I didn't get given one. I just got take the explosives.
If I
Versus
don't
me.
listen, then I
Oh,
don't know,
worm
which
time,
means I
do
can't
this.
think about
Marcus,
it.
come on.
It was just
Scenes
heavily,
from Push.
Yeah, I just use the
2004.
names interchangeably. I'm really bad about
Hey,
it.
you.
everybody's just heavily skipping
Really
around.
whack that in, is it?
I think
tell
Davia is
her
the
card.
only one who she straight up cannot read the mind of.
It's good. Yes, Emma.
Don't you
I won't
think
tell
we
them I've
should-
got the fake detonator.
Well,
He knows it's fake detonator.
Do you think Avian should carry it?
Oh,
If
that
you'd
is
like.
a lot of responsibility.
Whoever
Exactly,
has-
but
look,
she can read
I
my
don't
mind.
When has Avian ever blown anything up?
You heard the you heard the instructions as well. If you'd like it, you're welcome to it. As long as it's
Because
someone
she
who
can just
isn't me.
read my mind and know that I have
Fine,
it.
give it to Avian. I don't care. As long as someone else other than me has it.
Don't press the...
But does that
I'm so scared
you know
that
that
I'm
you
going
have
to
the
press it.
real one? That you don't have the real one?
Maybe I do have the real one.
Do you remember which one this room was?
What?
What if I
Anyway,
fall
I'm going
onto
to
my
catch up
butt
to you and
and
cast
press
a
it?
message on you. Jacques, I have a favor to ask. All of your stuff, when you turn into a cat or whatever, it just disappears, right? I'd like you to have the third detonator and just be a cat with the detonator hidden. Wonderful. I'll leave that.
I polymorph into a child holding
I
a
didn't,
detonator.
I didn't think it was possible to have like less cohesive plans.
Can you imagine just the,
I'm
the
thinking back to
cinematic
the
of
highlight that you made, where it's like, what's confusing me?
I have given Jacques the real one.
Like the real one.
You don't know.
I have given Jacques one of them.
Meanwhile, Avion's having a panic attack at having the detonator in her pocket.
Your goat is just like acting like she's a magical girl. She's got a little plastic wand. That she's
You guys arrive. You guys arrive at the same location that you previously.
Occurs to me that I should make those checks with enhance ability, which I just have.
I don't even know what that would have looked like.
2 dice.
It would have been me throwing 6 dice behind his DM screen.
Yeah, fucking deal with this shit.
Me rolling my character stats when this shit goes to the fan.
You guys arrive at the same building where you initially met Chandra. You can see that.
Aren't we going to meet the kid first?
No.
No, I was going to put
This kid is just a messenger.
Sneaky beaky like.
You can see that within there is the faintest of like flickers of what looks like a steady fire.
A very brief word with Avion.
Yes.
I'm sure you've considered this, being the intelligent soul you are, Doctor. But it's wise to remember that if our dear friends have been seized by someone that can control minds, they might not exactly act like our friends once we're in there. Are you willing to fight this Shiner? Possibly have to put her down? I'm sure you understand the realities of the situation.
I think I can take her down without taking her out, but I will be willing to fight.
So long as you've thought about it.
So, do you still look very obviously panicked about the detonator? So,
I keep like checking that it's there.
between checks, I'd like to steal it back off you.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Roll.
Can I send my familiar out to
I guess just against my passive perception, which is
if there's task spots nearby or any.
Is that a sleight of
If
hand?
there's any task spots
I
nearby
think so,
or
yeah.
anything
Just go for it.
familiarish faces from players.
That's a 21.
General vicinity.
Yeah, no way I know this.
Do you want to make a perception roll for it? What do you do?
I'm stealing the detonator back.
Did you? What'd you roll?
21.
It was 21 versus my 8 passive perception, so.
15.
You notice that maybe like a building or so over, you notice the Goliath kid slumped like against, like leaned back against like a stone wall of another building and just seemingly unconscious.
I'll grab your attention.
Marcus is just like pulling on Wellington boots and stuffing his pants into them. For the first time waded through shit. Actually, speaking of, is the place down here significantly damaged from the taking off of the city? Because this was low down.
Yeah, this is like level 19, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. How much flooding and?
There seems to be a little bit of flooding, but most of it has seeped back through the gaps in the.
Or been pumped back. Right?
or forcibly evacuated. There seems to be a little bit of warping from the immense pressure all at once, sort of forcing its way through the air bubble around the ship, but not a terrible amount. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Marcus is just pulling on Wellington boots and stuffing his head into them. What is it?
There's a little kid up there, the messenger, who's slumped. This might be a trap.
Of course, this is a trap.
Do you want to go check it out?
Yeah, let's go.
I'll do it if you don't come directly, but yeah.
Yeah.
You can see Marcus like wades off. It looks like he's just pulled like a broom out of the bag of holding, Mary Poppins style, and it's like sweeping like puddles of water, but it's just like this far under the water, like he's doing nothing, making his way around. I will go see if I can tend to the Goliath kid.
Ron, would you roll on your perception?
15. But I do have a passive 22.
As you sort of round the corner of this sort of street intersection, yeah, you see him like sort of leant back against a wall, like head sort of limp down, breathing from what you can tell at this distance, but clearly unconscious.
I'll pop up on a roof and keep a bird's eye well.
I will just have a quick scout of the street and then sneak over to him. Although he's probably pretty. He's like very obviously out in the open.
Yeah, he's. Yeah.
Okay. I will. In that case, there's not much point of stealth, so I'll just make it look as much like I'm going about my day of sweeping through these puddles, and see if I can get up next to him before I approach him directly. I'll just have a quick squeeze at him and see, like, other than the breathing, does he look off anyway?
Make a Arcana or a Medicine check, please.
Medicine. It's not very hard. I think it's a. Remembering my stats for once. Medicine is a 12.
12. Nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just seems to be, yeah, like as I said, unconscious, but not.
Marcus pokes him with the broom, putting wet shit all over his front.
Hello. Hi.
Oi. What is soap for there?
I don't remember coming here.
So get up.
He like scampers up. What? I remember walking through the upper left for something. A sharp pain in the back of my head. It reaches back.
Was that before or after you sent a message?
What message?
What? What are you talking about?
Looks just as confused.
Of course. Look, just don't sleep here. It could flood again, you die. And he sweeps off.
He scampers off.
I'll relay that back to you and with the gang if we get them. Just let you know that looks like we found your little messenger, though he doesn't remember playing his part.
That's not good.
Yeah, he's covered in mud as well, but that might have been me.
You can clean that off, that's fine.
I suppose me.
So
Speaking of, where's that compass?
I didn't tell you when I'm gonna give it to you.
Touche.
Also, you're not versatile, so how do you know I was gonna give it?
That's what you're supposed to be.
So
Good.
we're deliberately walking into a trap then, right?
You could just leave. It's just
That's true.
I've got an idea, and I'm gonna minor illusion what looks like us walking further on.
can't do it that big.
Oh, you can't do that?
Yeah.
Bruh!
Minor illusion.
Can I?
Oh, God.
Can I quickly pull out the
Perspective, which is
compass and
big.
think about Pyro?
Yeah.
There's no way that works.
Oh.
No way.
If I can create a sound, can I create a sound that sounds like us walking further on?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. You can do that. As you sort of think on Opaya's location with the gadgets, the little needle spins out.
It's like
Who
a
has the
record
ring of
player.
mind shadow? Can you think of?
Try to think of me and see if it works
Okay.
while I'm wearing this.
I'm thinking of having.
It does point to.
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
If it's anything like that other spell, that's
It's high level, I'm sure.
Can you hand it to me? Because I know what pie looks like. Maybe I can like think of
I stand very close next to you and I give it to you and I'm just staring at it.
You can trust me.
I know, but I just want to get it back straight away, that's all.
You watch, like, went on side of that a
Get
little bit.
the hell away from it.
I'm gonna think
Just standing next to her.
of
Yeah, me
pie
too.
or women.
The needle once again spins out.
Maybe she has something that it's not allowed to taste.
You've got a really crude Avra costume on that you just give it back to me now.
Are you doing that because he's here?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Look, you're more than welcome to leave, but I thought you came back for your friend.
Oh.
You just hear, sort of, from, like, all over, sort of.
Is that Paya? Is that Paya?
Yes, that is fine. Oh, yeah, you're asking.
Is that Paya?
I think so.
It's a good sound system.
it's still like a physical voice in the space though.
Yes, it's a physical physical voice sort of amplified to.
Got it.
So nice of you to invite us all back.
Hello, Paya. My name is Avra. It's nice to meet you. I bow.
I just shake my head. I shake my head and just go, unbelievable.
Just like packing up the bag, put the broom, like shake it out, put it back in the bag. What? I suppose we're done then.
It's come to my attention that your meddling and poking around has become.
Like we should have probably taken a potion.
You could have done that if you wanted to.
Taking our potion.
Who's the one with the
Bead.
crystal?
Yes, a gem.
Yeah, you should have smashed it at the feet.
If you wanted to have done
Last,
that.
how long does it, do I know
Last
how?
an
I know
hour.
how long it
An
lasts for a
hour.
minute or an hour.
An
Right?
hour.
An hour.
Yeah, you're about to take
Yeah,
your
Yeah,
he
how much
will-
was
he
the
will-
You probably would have
Psychic
smashed it
resistance.
as we're about to go to the
To the
kid.
Yeah, I think that's finished.
If you
Yeah.
wanted to have done that, you absolutely could have. I'm not going to deny you that.
Thank you.
So the potions of psychic resistance and the intellect fortress have been activated.
Oh, so I've already drunk in it?
If you wanted to have.
I have.
I'm under the assumption that you would have. It lasts an hour, so you don't have to.
It's not even in my. I thought it was in my equipment. I guess not. Not yet. Let's just give it a second.
Yep.
But yes, it's. At first, your poking around was cute, but now it's become rather a bit of a nuisance.
Do you want to tell about that bit where we saved the city? Sure, that's
Yeah,
the-
we saved your city. You're welcome.
Honestly, I'm quite curious as to which bit you take offense to.
Well, you've come into possession of a certain bit of information that definitely accelerated my plans, if not required me to set up several contingencies. But even more than that, upon your last visit, you left me with something to ruminate upon. Well, one of you in particular. You see, this foray into storing upgrading the forms of the citizens was noble at first, but I think far too inefficient, really.
Far too inefficient. I suppose so.
I'll just make distance from these guys at the moment.
I could have told you that myself, and I'm under the assistance of the scientist.
I'll be on a roof somewhere. I never came down to the kid.
I'm confused.
I think what Paya's saying is that she wants us silence because we're finding out naughty secrets. Aren't we?
What do I know?
What? We had this conversation like half an hour ago. Do you need me to write it down?
It was really a two-pronged nuisance, really. The resistance and, well, more recently, you. But those weren't entirely unlinked. And I suppose that, well, in this specific instance, sentiment was a bit of a bit of your downfall, really.
Oh, do regale us.
Oh, while the procedure for many has been far too expensive and inefficient, we have managed to provide Chandra with the full upgrade.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, Chandra, dear, come out, won't you? You hear this metallic clanking noise coming from the house as one of the task automata walks out. Say hello, Chandra. Don't forget your manners. In a very broken mimicry of Chandra's voice, the task automata calls out. Hello. I brought you gifts.
You sicken me. You make me sick. How do you do this and just
With
walk away?
style.
How do you sleep at night knowing this is what you do? I can't believe. Makes me sick. Absolutely sick.
Honestly, I'm not sure how well this new model will hold up to the public eye. I don't like the voice.
That's going to be retrofitted.
And what is your end game here? In provoking the people that you find to be dangerous to your plans?
Oh, yes. Avian, can you make me
No.
A pie.
Pie?
so that we can bury it?
Pie for pie.
Do you have proficiency with chef's supplies or chef's tools? Culinary supplies, is that a thing?
I would be shocked if I did. I
You
would
want
be
her
very
back?
surprised if during
It
character
might
creation
be
I was like, yeah, damn you.
It might be cook's utensils or
You
something.
want
It's
her
cook's
back?
utensils, yeah.
Cool.
Cooks utensils.
Bake me the finest pie for
Yes.
pie, and maybe you'll get her back.
It's like a fucking Sanji storyline in One Piece.
You'll
It's
get
a
Luffy
bacon
back
pie.
if you cook.
Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Okay, and the mind shielding doesn't help with this?
I don't believe so, but you are elven, yes?
I'm half elven, yeah.
Do half elves have the advantage against charm?
I think so, yeah.
Then yes, you have an advantage.
Also,
Yeah,
speaking
advantage
of
of being
Does it?
charmed.
No.
I'm gonna start chugging
Half elves
that
get
potion.
like
You
skill
can
monkeys.
Oh yeah,
That's their
they're
thing.
duty bad. Hey,
No, they're duty good, but don't get like elf things.
yeah.
What do they do?
Oh, they do.
That's revolting.
Oh yeah, I've got my character sheet here.
Guys, it's time to go. I think we should leave. Yeah, Wormtongue's just like, you can see them pulling at their jacket, the inside of their sort of cheap woolen coat, and half you just hear
Half elves
whispers.
get fucking everything.
Okay, so what was it? A wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm great at
And what do
wisdom.
we do? You just
It's pretty good.
14.
Do we go through this? Isn't it literally impossible for you to succeed on these saves?
I think so.
Yeah.
You feel this forceful presence sort of dig into your mind. And you just hear her call out. You know, the first time we met, it was very fascinating. reading fresh minds with so many varied perspectives, with so many varied memories. You are going to tell me all about your colleague and where you've kept him, Dr. Maximilian Lentz.
That's because you don't know.
With that, does anyone want to respond with anything?
Or did she say that loud? I thought she was singing.
No, she's saying it out loud, but specifically with a spell towards you.
I don't think people are allowed to speak telepathically to me while I have the ring.
Yeah, I
of
was
fire
gonna
shielding.
say.
So she would have to be saying it out loud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out the detonator and say, "Alright, Pyre, make your point. What is it you want? No need to beat around the bush with this."
With a lot of you disposed with, and my goals unimpeded.
Can you see her?
Roll on the perception check first.
Oh yeah. Same 15.
But hear me out.
I'm going to do a scout around as well.
What if your little secret project was revealed to the entire city, more people than you could ever hope to keep it a secret from? And I sort of idly waved the detonator at her, just in the air.
I don't know which angle.
Yeah, I don't know where you are. I hope you can see this.
He's like showing it, and she's like behind us. What do you look?
You see her sort of
Genre.
no. You see sort of about 40-45 feet ahead of you. A figure emerge out of invisibility.
Shit.
One that you, just based on silhouette, recognize as Pyre.
As soon as I see her, can I break line of sight and hide behind the building?
Sure. She kind of like sort of glances in Aligala's general direction. What you're proposing is to reveal me, to expose my existence to the very citizens of the Ark, to replace their silly little convoluted emotions with fear and confusion, to make them susceptible to a strong leading voice to guide them towards salvation.
That's right, yes.
Yes.
You'd be that guiding voice then, would you?
Well, it need not be me. Any old fool can lead.
That is true. You as the puppet master, though.
If you'd like.
Can I throw my voice
I
into my
have-
illusion to tell people which direction to looking for?
Yeah.
Honestly, I have no real stake in this. I mostly just want to stay alive, which is why I'm playing this game with you.
Unfortunately, your companions don't share your morality. Are you willing to lay down your arms and leave? I could be arranged. I could send you wherever you'd like, really.
I guess that means with the exception of you, though.
What's happening with my mind?
You are compelled to start telling her any pertinent information about what you know about Lint and where he's kept.
Just right away. Well, last time we saw Lint was back in Salveron.
Can I try to
start
like?
running.
We
Can I
had
try
him
to
tied
cover
up.
him do that?
Yeah, you want to make a contested athletics,
That's something I'm good at.
athletics or acrobatics for you.
Ooh, oh no!
21.
That is a 3.
Sort of like a wrenches your hand away.
Yeah, I'm just like holding you at arm's length.
I'm still
Back
trying-
in Zavron, we had him at the warehouse originally.
Avion,
We were
I
holding on
suggest
to
you
him
stop talking now.
in.
Can you make another wisdom save, please? Is it
Yeah.
a wisdom save?
I think so.
Can I?
Is this with advantage?
Yes, this is a charm effect as well, right?
I would like to minor illusion and ear-piercing scream.
16. Did I succeed on your thing?
Beats it, baby.
As
No
you
silver
begin
bombs,
to,
gamers?
if you'd like,
I
as
have
you
it.
begin to run Wormtongue, you collide with something cold and metallic, invisible in front of you.
You'll just hit.
You watch coming into view a Tazbot that you directly collided into, and then another one to its right, and then another one to its right.
How do we stop?
Last I remember, he was in the body of a tiefling man
Minor illusion is scream
who was
to like drown it out.
Yeah, so minor illusion lasts about a few seconds.
in.
I'm gonna attack Avion with a dagger.
Sure.
These are all good things I'm good at surviving against.
19.
Doesn't hit.
Fuck it, I'm gonna fucking thunderclap you in a minute.
I have so many weaknesses, but this is an unfortunate group of strengths that I have.
When I get bramble
He
barricade
was
on you,
a man who looked like, and I start describing
Yeah.
tiefling man.
Okay.
I'm going to shocking grasp.
Red skin.
Shocking grasp.
Yeah.
Can I cast Ice Knife
Yeah.
at fire?
17 does not hit.
Does not hit.
Bro.
Can she see me?
That's it. I'm gonna fucking shocking grasp.
Yeah, you guys are both within eye shot of each other now.
Oh my god. Double digits. No, first time of the night. 18.
That just hits.
Cool. She needs to make a dex saving throw.
Natural 20.
Cool.
What does that be? Though? -5 dex, right?
But if I had to guess, the place that he would go from that factory would be within blank radius.
8.
His original place of
8
work
piercing
was
damage.
Succeeds on the concentration check.
Spire at the center of the city.
I'm gonna vicious
Just
mockery her.
try.
You
go
go.
ahead.
No, you go
Okay.
first.
A similar thing. I'm gonna try casting Mind Sliver on fire, since
Okay.
just
What does that involve?
int save.
I
Yeah.
have a feeling.
29.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a.
They roll a 4.
Meets it, beats it.
Good luck next time, friend.
I'm gonna vicious
Just
mockery.
wanted to check how this would happen in the future.
Can I? You go first.
Station?
Yeah. You're
gonna-
first in the line.
I'm gonna vicious mockery hanger. Your mother.
Oh shit!
Mother.
Get wrecked!
That is a 24 to save.
Well, just barely misses at a 14, but you know. I know.
Guys should have bought the hat of
I know-
stupid to put on
I know
fire.
bottled
If we
respite.
did, we should have robbed that guy blind.
I know bottled respite only works. Technically, only works on myself. Is there a way that I can try and get Evian to be the person that enters my pocket dimension?
I think that's a separate feature.
That is a separate feature, unfortunately.
Ah, that's so stupid.
So then if Haley's special, it just has 0 chance. To
Fuck it, I'm gonna try and knock you out with a mace.
Yeah?
For how is a 16 look?
Nope.
You see everyone
it was
dumb
the
and you, and you're just
top
like.
floor of
No, if we did
the
just
building that
proceed
was
with the
exploded,
references,
so it would be
not
very
controlling
easy to
anything.
find the rubble from it. He would very likely be going back to that place to
Does-
retrieve.
Does anyone else have any sort of thing they want to do?
Alright.
Can I moonbeam her?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Cool.
What save is that?
Come
Con?
Beam.
That will be a 17.
Oh,
Beat it.
that's a real number.
It still beats it though.
Doesn't matter.
She
Like you fail a con save.
6 damage.
6 damage.
6 radiant damage.
Okay. Succeeds on the concentration.
Cool. Every 6 seconds, she's taking damage again.
You watch as for a brief moment, now illuminated by the moonbeam, Pyre's form flickers from the Genasi form that you've been used to seeing to the form of a mind flayer. Very briefly.
Oh.
She's not a real person. Get her.
What's it like being a mind flare?
Okay, fuck it, if we're all doing this, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at her.
We won't roll initiative today since it's like nearly 10. I think in which case save your energy for next time. We will end the session there because I don't want to get into initiative and have to stop us partway.
Invisible robots. A mind player which can nuke us as is going to eat your brain. Is going to soon. I'm surprised you didn't remember to say it in character that we left them with someone that weren't on those. Thank fuck.
I genuinely couldn't remember.
I'm glad.
And I don't know how much Avian specifically remembers.
Yeah.
But yes,
that stuff.
With the potential threat of heading into a actual combat, which I would not want to start at 10 p.m.
The threat.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because that means that like a round of combat is probably about half an hour or more. So yeah, like
I respect that decision.
we will resolve the rest of this.
Sorry, game, it's for short session.
No,
Next time.
I mean, it's a good session though. It's a short and good one.
I mean,
We still did 3 hours 40 minutes. That's still pretty long.
What you gonna recommend?
D&D MS
I'm
when they
going
only
to
play for a third of the
recommend.
day.
I'm looking at a list of games right now.
Everything on that list is off.
Cheating. Cheating.
Write it all down.
Hacks.
Get behind
I'm
him.
going
If you're just joining us
to
now, chat.
recommend.
Fuck off.
What's a
What
good-
do you
what's
think
a
they
good
said?
game
What
to
did it-
recommend?
What do you think they
I
said?
don't know.
Then good.
What did it say?
I don't think I've ever done
just tuning in
Potionomics
now,
before.
Oh, is that the one where you've got to move the bottle?
No, that's
the calculator.
That's potion.
that's potion. I'm not gonna say it actually. Otherwise, Olivia will.
That's potion one.
I'm gonna say it.
Potion man.
So
Take me by the
Potionomics is, and I'm mentioning it now. It came out a while back, and it hasn't had updates for a while. But I think they're bringing out a new version of the game, which will probably fix my only gripe with it. So Potionomics is a game where you are a girl who owns a potion shop, and it's sort of like a it's got like these nice 3D models and stuff. And essentially people come into your potion shop and then you do a card game to haggle the price. And
That's one of the very few good haggling mechanics.
yeah, so it's a haggling / card game / like resource management game / there's like relationship mechanic type things in like the not open world, but you know, you can go to different locations and do that. And then at the end, like you basically have, I can't remember, it's been a while since I played it, but you have like 30 days or whatever to try to prepare for a competition, and at each chapter of the game there's like a different unique cool boss that you have to face in a potion competition at the end of each month or whatever. It's really cool because the game was pretty fun. The character designs were awesome. It was just very cute and charming. Like the animations of all the characters is super charming and fun. My only problem with it was it didn't have a difficulty. You couldn't choose your difficulty, and the default difficulty was just like annoyingly stressful. Like if you made a mistake, you might not realize you made that mistake until like 10 in-game days later, and then you're actually just fucked and you can't do anything about it. And it was a game that felt like it should be a relaxing game, but actually ended up being like too stressful to relax while playing. But they said in the new edition that they're bringing out that they're adding a difficulty thing, which will have a casual mode, a normal mode, and a hardcore mode or whatever. So I think it will have something for everyone. That's the battery, so it doesn't matter. You don't need to see me while I'm recommending this anyway. So get it. It's a good game, and I think it's relatively cheap and it's fun and a pretty short game. So,
Yeah, anyway, Potionomics, go check it out. But thank you for joining us for Dice Revolution. We are Dice Rev D&D on all our social media. You can also follow us on Twitch and subscribe to us on YouTube to know exactly when we're streaming. But thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye!
Goodbye!
Session 20 was a good time for this conversation.
Did you see my
Next
hand?
session 20.
No, reach out. Oh, yeah, now you can. There you go.
Calculator!
Isn't our anniversary also coming up?
I don't know.